or to let love sink in into me. I don't mean to make things so complicated, but you didn't know with a heart that has been jaded so many times. Jump in line with it staring, ain't fair, and I think you know why. Cause oh, you know you're making me nervous. You're digging deep, you scratched on my surface. Hey, oh, you know you're making me nervous, but I'm still trying to see if you're worth it. I'm feeling out of my league, I'm opening at the teeth. What you're saying to me makes me nervous. Yeah, I'm feeling out of my league, I'm opening at the teeth. What you're saying to me makes me nervous. No, I never learned just how to take a compliment. In my mind they never could be genuine, or they're too rehearsed to be their word. And I can't tell if it's a spell or if I'm cursed. What's worse? Cause you know you're making me nervous. Yeah, you're digging deep, you scratch through my surface. Hey, oh, you know you're making me nervous, but I'm still trying to see if you're worth it. I'm feeling out of my league, I'm opening at the teeth. What you're saying to me makes me nervous. Yeah, I'm feeling out of my league, I'm opening at the teeth. What you're saying to me makes me nervous. Oh, what? Oh, you're making me. Oh, you're making me. Hey, you're making me nervous, nervous. What? Oh, you're making me. Oh, you're making me. Hey, you're making me nervous. Slow down for a sec. I need to get out of my head. My face is turning all kinds of red. Oh, it's like you stole my breath, but I can't forget. Ooh, you know you're making me nervous. No, digging deep, you scratch through my surface. Hey, oh, you know you're making me. You know you're making me, but I ain't still trying to see if you're with it. No, I'm feeling out of my league, I'm opening out of teeth. No, what you say to me makes me nervous. I'm out of my league, so what of it, please? What you saying to me makes me nervous. No, oh, you're making me. Oh, you're making me. You're making me. Oh, you know you're making me. What? Oh, you're making me. Oh, you're making me. Hey, you're making me nervous.
First, Morning Show.
Ah, the sounds of morning.
Early in the morning,
Birds singing.
gotta feed the donkey.
The sun peeking above the
When you
horizon.
feed the donkey,
The gentle nudge from your morning alarm clock.
this is what he says.
A subtle reminder that today is a new day. A new day for you to watch Gaming Morning Show. The show where you'll find science lessons.
Says, when I bake bread, I give thousands of yeast organisms false hope by feeding them sugar before ruthlessly cooking them to death in an oven and eating their corpses.
Wow.
I thought you were about bread a whole new way.
I thought you were about to say orgasms for a second there. Did either of you ever have that happen when you were in like biology class and you're reading?
Have an orgasm? I've never orgasmed during
The biology text doesn't do that for you. It's like, oh yeah.
Great deals.
computers and accessories
Wait,
special bundle.
Mike, they got the super chroma color in. Did you know they had that? You
I know.
overpaid for your computer.
By a lot. I wonder if, do you think they price match?
They might. Well, this is half off.
Can you take a screenshot of this and try to get a store to price match it?
And linguistic perfection.
Is that like when I roll my R's?
Good.
Romance.
Great.
Romance. See, everyone.
It's
Not a hiss.
So let me hear your battle cry.
Kiki. Oh!
Kiki what?
As we all charge into Gaming Morning Show.
More like Kiki. Whoa, am I right?
Now, if only I could find a way out of this box. I'll catch up. 'Cause GMS starts right now.
Morning, gamer! It's Gaming Morning Show, and we are ready to go. We have a wonderful, outstanding special guest. That is Wallstormer on your screen, bottom left, host of IntelliGame, the founder of the whole thing. That is Sports.Gaming above Josh, and I am Hefty Goof. It is great to see you on Friday, December 3rd, 2021. Hey, Sean, did you know that today is the third day of the only month that begins with the letter D?
And the only month that ends in Ember. Could you believe it?
I literally said that.
Oh, I don't think that's...
Yep. Even Josh knows. Oh my gosh, I don't know.
It was a good try, though.
You were so confident yesterday, though.
It was Wednesday. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm sitting here. I'm looking at the other two, Josh. And I'm just like, yeah, the only month that ends in Ember. You know what I mean?
And chat was so mad.
It was such a great try, though.
It was such a big swing and a miss.
Sometimes when you say something with enough conviction, people are like, well, I don't know. Like, I guess maybe it's September. Like, is it? Things you learn on Gaming Morning Show.
I think I have a shirt somewhere down the line where it's like, December, the only month that ends in Ember. Just like, it's a conversation starter, you know? You're in a group of people and you're like, man, let's go talk about this. It's right. Today's exciting though, because we have a pretty fun topic of the day. Of course, we get to hang out with Wallstormer for the total of 3 hours. We'll learn more about IntelliGame, the community that Josh has founded. It's good to see Austin Attack in the chat. Malika is here on YouTube. It is good to see you this morning. Good moron. Down's with us as well. K-Laugh with a hello Wallstormer, hello GMS, hello chat. Superphonic with the banana shaker emote, which is super exciting. Kate Zaid as well. It is good to see you on this Friday. We have Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming News coming up in about 20 minutes from now. We will also have birthdays and a very, very special community birthday coming up in the birthdays at 6:50 this morning. This day in gaming history. Also have a top 10 list and more coming up as well. Josh, I was able to tune into some of your streams this week. Give us the rundown. For those who don't know you, tell us about IntelliGame. Tell us about yourself.
Yeah, so I'm Josh. I run IntelliGame. It's a community where we make connections between games and the real world. So we're primarily on Twitch, over at twitch.tv/IntelliGame. But yeah, we spend a lot of time making connections between games in the real world by not just playing games and not just, sharing stories, but also analyzing what's taking place in those games, the characters that are put together, the discussions about social justice, representation, all sorts of different stuff. My goal, other than staying awake right now, I don't know how you folks do this at 6 o'clock in the morning. I have a lot of respect for that, but my goal with IntelliGame, honestly, is to try and bring a little bit of sort of like the critical thinking and like empathy that I think comes from that is engendered from like academia or like educational circles, but to not be so stuck in I want it to be accessible. I want people to be able to come in and like play a game and say, I'm having fun with this game. But it also makes me think of this time that I was with my friend and somebody said something that was like not super great, and they probably were like not having a good time. Or, wow, that reminds me of this show that I watch, and it's kind of cool that they had people that like look like me. Or I think that those kinds of critical discussions and just empathy are something that can really happen anywhere, and I think games are a great place to experience that. So that's why I started IntelliGame, and I have an amazing community of moderators and viewers, including yourselves, that help to build that community and share their stories, and I'm super proud and super thankful.
The IntelliGame streams are so mindful. You sit there and you take time to listen to people in your chat and discuss the things that people bring up. I mean, it is very much a place where people can share thoughts, discuss games, and it's something that I really admire. Something that when we do have the moments of seriousness on the show, I look at what you do over there and say, okay, this is the kind of thing where on streams, right, in an internet space like this, we can have these kind of discussions. So really appreciate all you do. Please drop IntelliGame a follow. I see Forgiven John just showed up. Good morning to you. Please follow Wallstormer on Twitter. Follow IntelliGame both on Twitter and Twitch. And we look forward to spending the next 3 hours with you this morning. It is National Bartender Day. It is Make a Gift Day. No confirmation whether you can make a gift, give it to somebody, and then re-gift it. Okay. I don't know if that's going to work for Regifting Day today or this month, but it could. It is Disability Day. Faux Fur Friday. Is that like rolling my Fs? Did I just roll my Fs?
Sure. That could be a thing, no?
Romance.
That wasn't terrible.
I think I went really slowly, though. I do. I think
I mean, compared to your norm, that's not bad, though. Pretty good.
It is National Roof Over Your Head Day, and it is National Green Bean Casserole Day. So obviously, a good mixture of probably less serious and certainly more serious days of the day today. If you want to find out anything more about the days of the day, you can go to things like nationaldaycalendar.com. Our topic of the day, of course, is do you like warm hugs? We're going to go all Olaf today because it's Let's Hug Day. So we'll start with you, Josh. Do you like warm hugs?
I mean, yes. It feels like a trick question. And maybe I'm conditioned still by that first 5 questions where I'm just like, this seems too easy.
Correct.
Is warm hugs like a euphemism of do you like warm hugs? And like, no, you shouldn't.
On average,
you can.
On average, how many hugs does a human give in every minute? Because that was like the breath question that we asked you during your first 5
Right.
If you missed it, chat.
What is the average force in newtons of pressure applied by a hug from a 7-year-old in northern Canada when the temperature is 46 degrees?
Hey, on a Tuesday, okay? In our defense, we were that specific. Wallstormer
During
was
a
our
month that ends in Ember.
Shut up. Wallstormer was our first ever 5-question GMS guest. It was before we realized, oh, this is supposed to be fun. Oh my gosh. I don't think it's a trick question, but I also completely understand your skepticism.
You're right.
I also was
Yeah.
like, it's like we're talking about this still in a pandemic, and so it's like, no, I don't really like hugs. Please stay away from me, right? Like we're still not back to the stage where it's like, yeah, bring it on in, you.
Yeah, and I feel like I was just starting to get to that point. I was like, maybe hugs are, and then Omicron was like, would you like a hug? And I was like, no, actually. It turns out. So
2022 will be good, yeah.
Yep. Remember back in the day when we used to like see on Facebook when people would post like, man, I'm done with 2017. Let's go 2018. New year, new me. And I don't feel like I see people do that anymore. Like it's been a long time. Like, nope, don't show me next year. I want to be there, kind of, mostly, but yeah, I'm not taunting the future anymore.
It's like we want to get to a finish line, and then we'll talk about new me, right? It's like, wait just a second. K-Laugh is
Correct.
like, calculation impossible. K-Laugh's the head of research and development, of course. The force of a good hug can be infinite. Aw, K-Laugh. Sean, do you like hugs?
No, I love hugs. Hugs are great. Also, I'm celebrating Make a Gift Day. I made you a gift. It's a slightly transparent paper airplane.
Oh wow. It's I think it was showing that, yeah, beautiful.
You caught it.
Yeah.
I don't know where it went. Oh no, I don't think that went back to either of you two. Oh no.
It's gone in the internet.
Good moron to you. It is good to see you. Is that Marchin?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of the moderators from Intelligame.
Awesome. Welcome to Gaming Morning Show. K-Laugh always warns us about this.
In the future, please be careful when telling strangers good moron. Sincerely, K-Laugh.
Yeah, K-Laugh always runs that warning. But just so you know, good moron is a good thing. Good moron to you. It is good to see you. Downs looks at us and goes, hey, I always thought Ryan had the silkiest voice, but Wallstormer is giving you a run for your money. True.
Please pay your hosts with plenty of voice flattery.
Did that voice flattery feel good, Josh?
It felt good. It felt good. It's a good way to start the morning. I won't lie.
I did have to laugh when you were describing the time of day. Josh is starting to stream a lot more in the mornings now, but the mornings for Josh is, probably 9 a.m. is a morning stream? Is that accurate?
Yes. So we start the streams at 9 Pacific. So this is not that. It is upside down 9 Pacific. And yeah, I don't want to live in the upside down.
Mike moved to the East Coast just so he could start the show at 9.
Exactly. It's a technique.
Oh, come on. Hey, I have literally not played Rocket League in years. So
welcome back. It's like, is there going to be like a rehearsal or nope, just jump right in, see how it goes.
Just jump in. I was like, oh, we're out here having a good time, and then, hey, thank you for carrying me. Also, great to see you, by the way, Martin. I appreciate you spending some time.
Martin
My
says,
goodness.
Yeah, I thought I'd drop by and I got that. Wallstormer has such a smooth voice. To which Austin replies, we do love a good voice. And that's why Bob is here, because Bob recognizes all the good voices. I missed. Sorry. Just ignore it. I do love a good hug. Like, I'm still definitely in that moment of like, sorry, I was backing up while I was reading chat, and that cost us a goal. I love good hugs. I really did miss hugs during the early stage of the pandemic, and as more people around me at like work and stuff got vaccinated, it's like, okay, I'm a little more comfortable with this, but I'm with you. And I really apologize. What's that singer? Is it Omarion? Right?
Yeah.
I cannot get this new variant to not go as Omarion in my head.
Oh gosh.
But I don't want to do that to Omarion because that's just not fair.
I was gonna say you're gonna get the show DCMA'd.
True.
Like, just never make a mention of an icebox. Like, just.
It's like, we didn't even play any of Omarion's music. I don't care. You got TMCA'd. But we didn't play any music. Look at that. Goal.
There we go. I now have to leave the game. This is my high note. I did the equivalent of the 3-year-old playing like super junior soccer that just walked into the goal. That was, I just happened to be there when the ball was also there.
Josh just mows in. Oh, look at that, a ball. That's neat.
I don't even think it was like, oh, a ball. That's neat. Like, I think I was just walking, and then I like tripped, and there was a ball there, and coincidentally, it's the objective of the game for me to put the ball at the goal. But otherwise, no, necessarily nothing. Yeah.
That's funny. Martian says hugs are amazing, but hugs need like 2 people vibing well. Like you need to match intensity. Ooh, that's a good point. Like you go up and you're ready to give like a bear hug, and the other person's kind of giving you like the soft hug. Those are kind of awkward. Yeah,
you get like the like, hey, good friend tap, and you're like, that was not. Wait, I guess we need to talk. We've been married for 16 years. What?
Kate Zaid, awkward hugs are not fun. Let's see. Slow hugs need slow hug responses. So it's like almost like that. For every action, there's an equal or something reaction. Did I nail that? Did I crush that physics quote?
Right. The Albert Einstein, yeah.
No.
He's the only physicist that ends in ember.
Yep. Kate Zaid, sorry, Scott Chick says, hope that you, due to father-in-law needs tech support, he's come to the wrong daughter-in-law. Scott Chick, you can't, care for everybody at a care center and then also come home and supply, information technology help. I mean, what's going on? Scott Chick,
it's a lot of... I keep getting boomed, and I don't appreciate it.
Could turn down the boom, please. That would be great. Let's boom.
I would opt out of booming in the future.
Oh, you're in lurk mode while your father-in-law's around. I got you, Scott Chick. Because usually on a Friday, you're not working, I don't think. So, good luck. If you need anything, just let us know. We'd be happy to say, turn it off and back on.
Yeah. Or... take your computer and put it on a pancake.
Oh, let's go!
Put it on a pancake.
On bread. Did you see my top of my car, Josh?
No.
I recently discovered that this game gives little loot things away when you play it, which is probably the first time that that's ever happened in any game ever. But one of mine was a pancake, so I got pancakes on top of my car. So my car literally takes the ball and puts it on a pancake. Very well done. Martian says, well, I'm a tall guy, 6'7", so I always make sure others determine the type of hug.
Nice. I think that's... but I mean, like, I think that's generally the... Like, it shouldn't be complicated. But it's just like, hey, can you make sure that the other person is on the same level as you when engaging in this thing? That's it. That's it. Like, maybe they don't want to hug. Maybe they're like, hey, you're friend. Let's friend tap. Maybe they're like, hey, it's been a long time coming, and I'm super glad to sit here and hug you. And you're like, that sounds great, but I have places to go, so sorry.
This hug has gone on too long.
This hug has gone on too long. I have work in the morning, so. Does that not happen to people? You're like, we just had a hug for like 6 hours, and I was watching the Great British Bake Off because it engenders kindness.
It's like I didn't know I'd have to call in sick because of my hug, but I'm not gonna make it on time. Boss,
it turns out this is where we live now.
KJ says, I love hugs, but everyone in my in-person circles of people are non-huggers, so I miss them. Yeah. I feel like KJ.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it'll be, I think it'll be, it'll be nice when we're kind of back to a space where, like, and obviously, like, before the Panini, everybody, there was a different amount that people did or didn't like, physical engagement, but I'm kind of looking forward to, like, what happens when we hopefully get, a year or two under our belt where it's not, I don't know, freaking random roulette wheel of I can't believe this nonsense. I'm hoping that will help make things feel a little bit more reasonable. Give me that!
For
there
the
we go.
Nice. That's how we win a game on Gaming Morning Show. We're cracked. Wallstormer is cracked. Let's go. Oh, nice work.
Correct.
It's 6:25 West Coast, 9:25 out East. Is 2:25 for those watching GMS in the UK. And listen, I think one of the things that I've taken for granted during the course of the pandemic was the fact that I did have family at home. I'm married, have kids, right? So I wasn't like void of physical contact. I remember talking to one coworker who, lives by themselves, doesn't have anyone around, obviously even more isolated when, lockdowns are going on and whatnot. And finally just one day looked at me and was like, I just want to hug somebody. And so like at work, I asked if I could supply a hug. They were like, sure. And like that meant a lot to them, right? Whereas here I am being like, man, I'm just surrounded by my family all the time and I can't get out of here. So it's like you take for granted the fact that people were around. So I think with this topic, which is Let's Hug Day, do you like warm hugs? Like, yeah, I think I took hugs for granted during the course of what is still the pandemic, right? It's kind of tough. All right, we're going to get the headlines of the day. We got to get the news coming up. Birthdays this day in gaming history. So if you have a birthday to celebrate that we don't know about, go ahead and just throw it in the chat. Even if we know about it, you can throw it in the chat. That's fine. And we'll say happy birthday to someone coming up in about 25 minutes from now. We also have some stories to share with you. A snowstorm have trapped dozens of people in another location. We had a story a couple days ago about the pub at like the highest point above sea level in England where people got trapped for several days. This is not the same kind of situation, and I don't think I would enjoy it as much, but we'll tell you about that coming up. And also, the deer gang continues to run around. Deer doing random things in random states. This time, it affects a medical office. We'll have that story coming up for you as well. I am a plan. Good morning to you. Oh, yeah, living with a non-hugger, I definitely grabbed a bunch of hugs on the first trip home. It is good to see you. Let's get the news, the headlines of the day. Welcome to Gaming Morning Show. Here's our hashtag video game expert, Sean.
Good morning. It is Friday, December 3rd, 2021, and this is your Gaming Morning Show morning gaming news. First news story, light news day today, but I was able to find one of significance and two that I'd usually skip over, but we're going to talk about them. The first one, Respawn's Vince Zampella, who has been the head of Apex, a small indie game that you may have heard of, is heading on over to become the head of Battlefield amidst of a bunch of franchise changes there. Then they're creating the Battlefield universe. Great.
Yeah.
So yeah, Battlefield 2042 we've talked a lot about. Had a rocky start, had a big update, had a Santa Claus that upset some people. Well, now they have a new head that's done some cool things. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think.
Yeah, no, you're doing it right. You're doing it exactly right. Wall server's guest host, so you can't see Josh, but he's raising his hand. No, you're just jump on in. We're doing the jump rope thing right now.
Josh, do you have something to say? Yes. I think Respawn. Yeah. No. Yeah. I think I'm kind of excited about it. Like I feel like EA, the company behind Battlefield, has a reputation for being a little generic. And one of the interesting things about Titanfall, like Titanfall as a franchise, right? Started by Respawn Entertainment. This was a company started by devs who actually left Infinity Ward, the company that made Modern Warfare 2. An old Call of Duty that made a bunch of money, but a lot of that money was not given to a number of people who said, I'm going to take off and do something else. And so they said, I'm going to take off and do something else as a result of not being giving money, as well as a number of other things. The long and short of the matter is Titanfall and Titanfall 2 both have done some really innovative things in first-person shooters. A lot of the really fluid mobility that we see, and obviously Apex, but even in other games that started to bite off of that. A lot of that came from Titanfall. A lot of people regard Titanfall 2's campaign as like a really compelling story in a first-person shooter. So obviously there's an entire team of developers and a whole bunch of other folks who support that growth and that change. But if Vince is able to bring a little bit of life to Battlefield and make people care about sort of the story in that franchise, I think that could be really cool. Because Apex, even, it seems like a lot of people are really compelled by their characters and by the story that they're putting together.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this is a great movie. Yes, Brian.
I was just gonna say, I don't know if the Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming News can handle having so much video game knowledge. Because listen, Sean carries us, and Sean gets all his gaming knowledge from his kidneys. So I don't know where your gaming knowledge comes from.
I get them from adult knees. It is far too early. I should not be talking to anyone right now.
Correction. Sean's gaming knowledge actually originates from his pancreas.
Oh, it's from the pancreas. I'm sorry, the pancreas. Sorry. Always forget that.
KJ and Jess says there are two pancreases now.
Two pancreases are better than one.
Double pancreases.
There's a quote from the EA COO Laura Miele. She says, regarding Vince, he creates culture-defining entertainment that resonates beyond games. We're bringing one of the most influential and talented individuals in entertainment to a franchise that is ready to be unleashed into the modern era of gaming. So I think this is a good thing. And maybe more Santa Clauses. Mm-hmm. And so that's our big story of the day. Next, also very important, Paper Mario is coming to Nintendo Switch Online.
Oh, for the Nintendo 64?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So we'll get some classic Paper Mario, which is good. That'll be fun. This is going to be available December 10th. So you got about a week, or exactly a week. And then Paper Mario will be available. The service also includes Super Mario 64, Star Fox 64, and The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time.
Is it a Papyrus Mario since it's a classic? Get it?
See, at least you are a dad. You can be forgiven for these jokes.
Whatever. That was hilarious. Come on. Papyrus Mario. So
in our last news story of the day, PlayStation VR game is getting a sequel this spring. Moss Book 2 begins its second chapter this coming spring. This is from Marcus Stewart of Game Informer. Moss was one of the better received PlayStation VR games. I played it. It was rather adorable. And now it's getting a sequel. Trailer had a little sneak peek that launched yesterday. So you can check that out in the link that we provided. But its sequel will be available, no specific date, just next spring. That's all we got. So you can check that out.
Nice.
Wait, this is called Moss Book 2?
Moss. Mm-hmm.
We have something similar. We have a Moose book.
A Moose book. Oh, do we need to do a Moose book 2?
Probably. Yeah, we could.
Probably.
It's probably based in Minnesota.
Moose gets all over.
North Dakota.
Moose is a
Moose
traveler.
gets around.
Yeah.
And always last but never least, we finish off today's Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming News with the world-renowned segment within a segment where we take a look at what is out today. Like Chorus, which is out on PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, Xbox One, and PC. Big Brain Academy, Brain vs. Brain, is out on Switch. Disney Magical World 2 Enchanted Edition is out on Switch. Danganronpa Decadence is out on Switch. Grim Dawn is out on Xbox One. Word Forward is out on Switch. Six Souls is out on Switch. Construction Site Driver is out on Switch. Paradise Lost is out on Switch. Detective Die: The Silk Rose Murders is out on Switch. Lost Find is out on PC.
Wait, what?
Lost: Find is out on PC. And for the most prestigious award in video game focused morning shows, your favorite segment within a segment within a segment, today's name of the morning goes to Happy's Humble Burger Farm, out on PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, Xbox One, and PC.
Don't want to brag, but I got a burger farm. Okay. Don't want to let anyone know, but it's out. Mike O is here. Good morning to you, Mike.
Oh, hey, I'm not muted anymore.
Mike's not muted. Mike is here. That is Josh on the
Give him
bottom right.
permission to speak.
I am Hefty Goof, top right, of course, video game expert Sean. I think they missed a big opportunity because they could have collaborated with us on that Switch game. It could have been Big Pancreas Academy, Pancreas versus Pancreas, and Josh and Sean could have went head to head.
True. Yeah.
Although
I think I'd have lost.
well, you actually would have had a co-op. You guys would have worked together, and it would have been like,
we
two
take on the world.
yeah.
This is fair. Pancreas, I think, is how.
I love it. I love it. It is good to see you, everyone, on chat. Happy's Humble Burger Farm is our name of the morning. When it grows up, it may become name of the month. And if it does, we'll give it away on Gaming Morning Show probably sometime like next year. We'll figure that part out. If you are a Patreon subscriber, though, you do get double entries into most of our giveaways. You get Patreon priority, Discord, and participant priority when we play things like GMS games and other events. You can find a whole lot more at patreon.com/gamingmorningshow. And if you adopt Bob, we'll reveal a brand new box, Bob's New Home, in an HGTV style release on our YouTube page, youtube.com/gamingmorningshow.
A new box would be pretty okay.
It would be pretty okay. All right, it's 6:36. Good morning to you, Mike. Today's topic of the day is Let's Hug Day. So other than trying to hug through cameras, do you like warm hugs?
Yes, and one of the things I've hated the most about COVID is the lack of warm hugs. So, but yes, warm hugs are good. Cold hugs aren't bad either, I guess. But warm ones are definitely better. You ever tried to hug a snowman? Doesn't work.
You want to hug it? I've never seen the movie. I'm not gonna try. Never mind.
That was pretty good.
You were pretty on point there. Yeah.
That wasn't bad at all.
Mules are better than horses. Maiko, don't you think that's true?
Bob's seen the movie. Bob's a big fan. So
This is fair.
So you have the Gaming Morning Lizard behind you. Does Diego give warm hugs or cold hugs?
He's a lizard. He doesn't hugs.
Hugs. He's like that Tyrannosaurus Rex in Meet the Robinsons. He's like, I got little arms. Can't give you
Yeah. No, if you try to hug him, he'd probably die because he's really little. But also, yeah, he's not really a people person. We're still working on that. Maybe someday, but he doesn't really like people.
Marchin was trying to discuss like the laws of physics pertaining to hugs. So I don't know what you'd have to do for a lizard, but don't squeeze too hard, or else the Gaming Morning Lizard
you
would
give it
die.
like a hand hug, you know. I guess just like here you go, you know, like easy though.
Just a little pinchy hug.
I don't know what that is. But
Is
maybe.
a hand hug just a handshake?
I think from now on I'm gonna ask people for hand hugs instead of handshakes.
I think you're gonna get significantly different results.
Absolutely, but it would be great.
GMS takes to the streets where we have Maiko, our man on the street, asking questions of random folks coming up. Like, would you like a hand hug?
Can I have a hand hug? I'm sorry, what?
Sir, you can no longer be within 15 feet of this establishment. Thank you. Sean is here this morning. Other Sean, S-E-A-N. Is it legal to be awake this early? Absolutely. You can be awake this early if you want to. Monday through Friday. I don't know, 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific time on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and GamingMorningShow.tv if you want. We are a morning radio show that plays games. But Sean then followed up and says, actually, usually up at 5 a.m. every day, just not usually on Twitch. Fun way to start the day, though. Well, thank you very much for being here. We appreciate it.
We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, so I mean, you can be on any of them.
Yeah. And if you're on Twitch, it is audio only available to you as well. Sam's back. Good morning, and thank you for the introduction in Discord, too. If you want to join our Discord, you can. That is the link right there. All right, Mike, let's head out to another snowstorm stranding people. This one doesn't seem as much fun to me as the last time this happened, but Thrillus Ofeli Garcia Lawler has a story about a snowstorm that's trapped dozens of people.
I don't know. I mean, this one does sound kind of fun because you'd have a lot more than just booze and like peanuts, I guess. Sorry, Diego's eating the ground right now. That's one.
As one does.
Stop it! Stop! No. I'll find a
It's
reason.
Diego.
This is what you get for calling Diego not a people person.
Yeah, well, he's like, fine.
It's
I'll
the
just eat all.
antagonism. He's like, fine,
I'll
you
eat
want
the
to
seeds then? Like,
talk
what?
smack about me on air? Okay, cool.
All right, you want me to read it then? Okay. He's such a jerk. In what seems like the perfect setup for a wholesome holiday movie, 6 shoppers and 24 employees in a Denmark IKEA were trapped inside the store overnight during a particularly fierce snowstorm. Those inside the IKEA in Aalborg, Denmark, found themselves unable to leave at closing on December 1st after 12 inches of snow fell. Doesn't seem like that much. Of course, there are worse places to be stranded overnight. To wait out the storm, the customers and employees found their way over to the showroom beds to settle in for the night. Adding to the cinematic experience of it all, Sky News reported that the snowed-in stragglers spent the night eating IKEA snacks and watching television together. While it was probably stressful at the time, spending a night inside of an IKEA to test out all the showroom furniture and eat meatballs sounds like an Airbnb experience many would pay for. We slept in the furniture exhibitions and our showroom on the first floor, where we have beds, mattresses, and sofa beds. Store manager Peter Elmos told the Danish paper
Wow.
Extra Bladet.
That manager was like, yo, I'm going to take this as an advertising moment. I just want to let you know. We have couches and beds and sofas and sectionals. We
quite
tried them all. And also meatballs.
Attention,
Yeah.
IKEA shoppers.
Let's see. It says even sweeter. The AP reported that the stranded IKEA shoppers and employers invited people trapped at the toy store next door to come over and share the many amenities the department store had. It's much better than sleeping in one's car. It had been nice and warm, and there was hugs, and we are just happy that they would let us in, toy shop employee Michelle Barrett said in an interview. We just laughed at the situation because we will probably not experience it again. I'd say that's safe. That's probably a good call. They're not going to experience that again, but yeah.
It does seem like kind of a once-in-a-lifetime type thing, hopefully, you know?
Yeah.
Was that the IKEA manager that we witnessed on your screen, Sean?
I don't know, but I was surprised I
looked
found
very-
such a specific trapped in IKEA picture. It even has a holiday sweater.
Yeah. He looks very Danish. So
The person in that photo was planning to be trapped in an IKEA.
honestly, that's what it seems like, right?
It was not an accident.
Let's get. But I mean, it's only 12 inches of snow. Like, how could you not? And it's Denmark. I mean, it snows like literally all the time there.
Maybe it was 12 inches of snow added to the 4 feet they already had.
I mean, that's a possibility. I guess.
Possibility.
Well, I mean, like, it's also possible it's like, hey, 12 inches of snow, and it's not like, hey, I can't push the door open anymore, but like getting onto the highway from the IKEA is not a thing because there are other places, people pushing plate, snow. Again, it's way too early. I shouldn't be allowed.
I mean, because they could open the door because they invited the people from the toy store next door over. I wonder do you think they brought like switches with them and they're all like, we're all gonna have like a big switch party with the IKEA meatballs.
I mean, you do get IKEA meatballs, which I guess I've heard are pretty okay.
Yeah.
So probably better
They're
than the
really
bar
good.
food.
Have you not? You haven't had IKEA meatballs?
No, I've been
Right?
Okay,
doesn't
then see next time you come up this way.
Okay,
That's not where we're going.
they're pretty okay.
I hope you're happy.
They're really good.
Yeah, they're today's furniture store food. That's pretty okay.
I don't have to like build any furniture though, right?
I mean, if
You
buy
know,
it-
but I mean, like the thing about it is like you basically have to like roll a d20, but because it's from IKEA, it's not a normal d20. It's like a little lopsided. It looks like a small yellow toy horse, but it's fine. You know,
Figure it out.
it's exciting. Yeah.
Mike, I
And
sent
for
you
some reason, it always
invite.
lands on 5. No one knows why.
By the way, if we do write another Moose book, Calaf is advocating for Moose Book Deuce. Come on, that should have been obvious to us apparently, because the Moose
Moose
Bruce
Deuce.
throws up a deuce. KJ says we also need a Moose book, Mousse, a Moose book. Good moron to you, Dunkbot. Thanks for the follow on Twitch.
Top of the Mora!
IKEA meatballs are the best, I am told, from Dunkbot.
Oh.
The best.
Denmark does not get that much snow, so due to the sea around them, they have very temperate temperatures. Good to know.
Well, I mean, like frankly, I mean that's the same problem here in Portland, where it's like,
Yeah.
I'm from Northern Illinois, so when people are like, "Oh, we got 6 inches of snow and everything shut down," and I'm like, "What?" And then it turns out like 6 inches of snow here actually a big deal. That'll shut you down.
Especially when they just don't have the infrastructure for it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So the snow falls and it just stays there forever because they don't know how to get rid of it.
Yeah, I was living in Eugene the first time I experienced snow in, I guess, anywhere other than Southern Oregon, and I was working as hard as I could because I couldn't drive my front-wheel drive Camaro to work. I'm sorry, my rear-wheel drive Camaro to work. And so I was trying to find bus schedules and things I've never needed to do before, and I finally got on the right bus to get to work, probably an hour and a half late. And halfway there, my boss calls me. He's like, "Oh yeah, by the way, the store shut down today because of the snow." And I'm looking around like, "What snow? I just couldn't move off the street because of all the ice." And apparently that's the day that I learned that at least central to northern West Oregon shuts down if there's any sort of semblance of ice. So.
Oh.
I'm a plan.
When the three of us worked together, there was like 1.5 inches of snow once, and they were like, "Oh, you guys don't have to come into work." What? For what?
Okay, that sounds great. Okay.
I am a plant that's pretty okay in 2 veggie flavors. There's veggie flavors of IKEA meatballs, huh? Am I learning something today?
Are they veggie flavored? Like I don't actually know what the flavors are.
Do they
But,
offer like a vegan substitute meatball?
I don't think so.
Dallin says you have to build the meatballs, so they like your instructions.
Huh?
There's
Yeah,
pictures. No, great. Keylaf says, "Oh no, we have to be stuck in this comfy IKEA all night. Oh no, bummer."
What
Sorry.
a terrible thing.
Sorry, Josh.
I mean, in fairness, I feel like the IKEA story was actually the beginning to like a zombie movie, because that very much feels like we're trapped in the IKEA and everybody lays in the comfy beds for the night or whatever, and all of a sudden you hear this strange rumbling coming from the kitchen, which you figure is just somebody getting into the meatballs, and then it turns out that it's actually that somebody has been infected by the IKEA zombie virus, which of course needs a fancier, more technical name. And then, the thing is, like, IKEAs are freaking mazes.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, can you imagine going around trying to find your way, and you're like, "Oh no, I have to find my way to Housewares because that's where they have axes." I don't know, or axes, Housewares. And then next thing you know, you like try to turn around, you're like, "Oh no, actually I'm not in Housewares, I'm in desks." And you just, I don't know, because like if you've been in an IKEA, you know that it is impossible to actually find your way out.
Exactly.
It's like Narnia. You just,
The
there
deeper,
are
deeper
wardrobes.
magic.
Unfortunately, though, if there was a zombie apocalypse, you wouldn't have anything as helpful as axes. Though you'd have to use like, I don't know, like the weird lamps that like open and close to use, and you'd have to, use like the leg of a stool that looks
Right.
like a mushroom. they don't have like good weapons.
You could just throw one of those big cardboard fake TVs at them.
Yeah.
or you could just be like, "Zombie, put this together, and then you can eat my brain." And I'll be like, "Okay," and then
Like-
they'll start. Like, "Never mind." And then, "I'm so frustrated."
The zombie has to read the instructions on how to eat
Yeah,
your brain, but they have no words, just pictures. Like,
Which could be many different things. You're like, wait, like this says it's square.
is this?
There's like 9 squares. Which square?
This-
Also, just off the top of my head, they have vegetable balls. They have vegetarian meatballs, taste very reminiscent of Dr. Prager's veggie burgers. Though they're made with chickpeas and kale, the prominent flavors are carrots, corn, and red pepper. In other words, heavy on the veg.
Wild.
So,
I think
yeah.
that's absurd.
So
Cool,
also, you can
though.
go to IKEA and eat their balls.
I'm a plan said, yeah, one vegan meatball looking one and a curry veggie one. Both are great.
Yeah.
Good moron.
Good moron.
To you, Bass Perfect or Base Perfect. Morning, everyone. Doubly so to Josh, our guest host this morning.
You a
Yeah.
fisherman?
No, fisherman. Mm. No, it's good to see you. We got yeah, plenty of IntelliGamers in here. I am a piano bass prefect, Dunkbot. Y'all are holding down the morning. I'm not gonna start streaming at 6, but it's cool to see you.
IntelliGamers, you got to tell Josh. No, we need 6 a.m. streams, please. We need 6 a.m. streams.
Do it one time.
I am a piano. Thank you for that. Given that this was in Dallas too. Wow, to have that many veggie options in Texas is impressive. Because I always perceived Dallas to be a place where you wouldn't be able to get that many vegan options. So I learned something today.
Dallas is kind of a progressive-ish place.
Top of the moron.
Larger places, right?
Superphonic is here, by the way. Superphonic said I was just dealing with stuff for a new job and would like a celebratory group hug. So here you go. I'm reaching over. There you go. Celebratory group hug.
Oh, congratulations.
Are you gonna be a mouse stripper? Is that what it is? Just sings?
I thought you said a mouse tripper, and I was like, that's a very specific, tiny job.
Takes a lot of precision. Mouse tripping.
Watch out, mouse! I'm gonna get you.
What stopped the Tom and Jerry cartoons from happening for a short while. Jerry was taken off the set with an injury from a mouse tripper. It's a very specific hit person.
That's why Super has the job now, because the other guy was not pretty good.
that mouse tripper never worked in the industry again.
Yeah.
He was,
Nope.
He was banned.
Didn't have to. Honestly, those jobs actually pay really well. You only need to do one. It's fine.
There was never that episode. No longer airs in syndication because they had to take it off the air. It's too dark of a moment. Dunkbot says you could fashion an axe from an IKEA pencil stuck together. Yeah, I was picturing like someone karate chopping like half of an IKEA desk in half and then like poking people with the blunt end of it. So there'd be ways.
And this is gonna sound very specific, but if you ever tried to break an IKEA thing in like at all, it doesn't work. Like it's terrible. They're put together like with these little millions of strands of anger and hatred from Sweden. So
But they give you meatballs, so it's okay.
yeah.
Yeah, is that supposed to be like the consolation prize? Is you always leave with meatballs? Or like no matter what you bought today, no matter how frustrated you got, you had the meatballs. So,
Gosh,
like,
this is so terrible. Ooh, meatballs.
And it's like going back to like 4th grade because you're standing in like a cafeteria line, like with your little tray, and you're like, yeah, I would like the meatballs. And they actually do this. Like when you go to IKEA, they're served on a line, and you're like, wow, I haven't had this experience in a long time.
it's 6:52 West Coast, 9:52 out east, 2:52 for those watching GMS in the afternoon. Coming up next hour, we're going to get into cilantro because Dunkbot has a proposition for Josh. We'll talk about that coming
Absolutely
up
not.
in the 7 o'clock hour. All cilantro radio all the time. Also, next hour, our top 10
I'm
list.
leaving.
And sports, man. We chased Josh off in the first hour. It's not good. It's not good. It is our question of the day is Let's Hug Day. We'll tell you some facts about said day in just a little bit. Right now, it's time for birthdays and this day in gaming history. So if you have a birthday to celebrate, both today, December 3rd, but if you have one over the weekend that you know about, let us know, and we will shout out a birthday shout out to said person because in our community on Sunday, it is Bob's birthday. Bob's birthday is on Sunday. So Bob will be hanging out in the box with a little bitty cake. And, yeah, maybe we'll even open the window for Bob.
Anyone need a good spritzing?
I guess we can give Bob a little bit of a spritzing, too. That's fine, I guess.
Can Bob sing himself happy birthday?
Probably. I was thinking about getting a present for Bob. Bob, do you want any M&Ms?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Oh,
well,
why?
it's definitely one of two varieties. It's either the peanut M&Ms or the peanut butter M&Ms. Now, if they could combine those two, that hands down would be my favorite. I kind of like the Crunch Bar looking ones. I don't know what those are called. Cookies
like
and cream. Ugh, disgusting. And I don't like the salted caramel ones either.
Okay.
Traditional ones, I'd rather just eat Skittles. But okay, I'm going to make a decision. I'm going to say peanut butter.
Peanut butter M&Ms. Okay. So Bob wants peanut butter.
Oh, and if you meant color, green, I guess.
Green. Can anyone get a bowl of green peanut butter M&Ms for Bob, please?
That's a very specific request. That's you got to be like, rock star musician.
That sounds like
Show
a
up
contract writer, doesn't it?
Exactly.
Well, happy birthday to Bob. It's your birthday song. It isn't very long.
Toot toot.
All right. We'll send that to Bob. Clipped. There. That'll be Bob's birthday present. We made a gift on Make a Gift Day. Not bad on the fly.
Good job, Buzz.
Today is rocker Ozzy Osbourne's 73rd birthday.
They got
Former
that.
rocker?
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
he's,
No, I think
he's
once a
probably
rocker, always a
rocks,
rocker. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's part of the allure of becoming rocker is you hit a status where you will never not be a rocker. Otherwise, you'd just be musician Ozzy Osbourne.
This would be a slight derivation of that, the riddle. It's like what starts off on 4 legs and then or 4 legs. What is it? 4 legs, 2 legs, 3 legs, or whatever.
4 legs in the morning,
If you have a
2
rocker.
legs in the afternoon, 3 legs in the evening.
Yeah, but if you have a rocker, if you were a baby, then you'd be like, what grows up starts in a rocker because you're in a cradle, and then becomes a rocker and then you end in a rocker, so you have like a rocking chair.
Oh, full circle stuff.
I'm gonna come up with that one, and then in 150 years, it's gonna be a riddle to open the door to something not very interesting.
Just have it ready
sorry,
for
like-
next December 3rd, because if Ozzy makes it another year, then we can use that joke next year.
There we go.
Yeah.
I appreciate my contribution to this.
Proactive writing
He'll
on the
never
Gaming
die,
Morning
it's
Show.
fine.
Actress Daryl Hannah turned 61 today.
There's a name I haven't heard in a while. She played a replicant in the original Blade Runner,
Nice.
Blade
sequel to Road Runner.
Runner. I don't think that's true.
No, oh,
I don't know my movies very well, but I don't think that one's real.
The prequel to Marvel's Blade.
Neep, neep. Julianne Moore turned 61 today.
Meep meep.
Neep, neep.
Oh, she played Evan's mom in the film version of Dear Evan Hansen. She was in a movie. Way to go! Thanks.
Nice.
Yeah.
No clue what that is. Shocker.
It's apparently it's a movie. I think it's also like a play.
Yeah, it's a musical. Broadway musical.
Yeah, that one. Meet.
Brendan Fraser's 53 today.
Nice. I miss
Have you
Brendan
ever-
Fraser.
Have you ever looked into like
Oh,
why
Doom
he
Patrol.
left? It's great. He's starting to come back.
Yeah.
Which,
Yeah.
but if you're ever bored, like Google like why did Brendan Fraser stop acting, and it's a really really interesting story.
But you said he's back now?
Yeah, so he is one of the main characters in Doom Patrol, which is a DC superhero is not the right word because they're not there. But it's a show. It's on HBO Max. My friend Carla actually turned me on to it, and like, it's really good. It is basically it's these 4 characters that are like they're not really superheroes because they're kind of busted. Like they have things that would happen to them that are superhero origin stories, but they have a bunch of trauma that they have to deal with up front. And so they come from like various parts in time or whatever, and they all have like one of them, she like is a Hollywood actress, and she falls into this she like falls through a thing on set, and there's some weird entity underwater that like goes into her and it like allows her to change her shape or whatever. But each of these different characters are kind of terrible people, and so the show is like, it's a superhero show, but it's not full of like superhero beat 'em up or whatever. It's more about like psychology and dealing with trauma and creating relationships. It's got amazing writing, and it's definitely worth watching, but it's got some heaviness to it. So yeah, not for the kiddies.
It sounds like a lot like Paw Patrol.
Yep. No, exactly. It's the precursor to Paw Patrol.
Doom Patrol. Doom
There's
Patrol.
They'll turn into dogs eventually. And
My brain. Montel Jordan's having a birthday today. This is how we do it from 1995.
I love
was
Holy-
Montel's breakout hit.
That was one of the first CDs that I bought. I absolutely loved it. The rest of the CD wasn't very good, shockingly enough. That's my issue with CDs. Is I hate CDs. They do like 3 or like LPs, right? They have like 3 great songs, and then 9 songs. You're like, someone said we had to make 12 songs, so let's just make a couple other ones.
Apparently,
Montell Jordan was
Need to
awesome.
listen to more Dua Lipa, her new albums.
This is how we do it.
Tiffany Haddish, 42 today.
Nice.
Nice.
Low-key
Actually,
good.
Fantastic.
In Lego Movie 2. Like, just really solid performance, voice actor-wise.
One of her first TV show appearances was in a TV episode of a TV show.
So one of the
She was in
first
That's So Raven. So that's
TV
kinda
episodes was in a TV show.
cool. Yep, sure was.
Great job, Cleveland.com.
Yeah, you
Anna
guys are really good.
Chlumsky, 41 today.
Chlumsky.
Yep, Chlumsky,
My
first
girl.
try.
My girl. My girl.
And Veep, then, as well. So.
Yep. She was also apparently in Uncle Buck. Which actually not apparently.
Oh,
She
that
was
was
in Uncle
pretty-
Buck.
Pretty good.
Ryan, what was your favorite scene in Uncle Buck?
I've actually seen Uncle Buck. That's
Oh my
John
gosh, you
Candy.
serious?
Wow.
I've seen
Of
Uncle
all
Buck.
the 3 movies.
Well, so it was more than 3, but it was like about the same time as not Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead, the other babysitter one with Elizabeth Shue.
Adventures in Babysitting.
That one. It was about like the same time frame, so I think we got like a double pack of VHS or something at the Exxon. And I'm from a very small town. That's why we were renting our videos.
$4.72 in the discount bin.
Yes.
Where do I get all my movies from? Exxon.
Not joking. Actress Jenna Dewan, 41 as well today.
She used to be married to that guy, to Magic Mike.
You,
Channing Tatum.
Yeah, that one.
Mike, you do magic.
I do. Hold on. Do some
You're gonna
magic.
be in the third one.
Ready? Magic.
Where'd
Wow.
it go?
It disappeared.
Just it was magic.
It was the Loch Ness Monster.
And
Actress.
somehow that magic turned and closed the window. Okay, hold on.
Wait, that is magic then. Watch me make this disappear and simultaneously
Give me a
close
second.
my window.
All right, we're good.
Amanda Seyfried is 36 today.
She's a pretty good actress.
That was Mean Girls, right? It was one of the pinks or plastics, the plastics. And on Thursday they were
Pinksters.
Have you seen that movie?
parts of it, yeah. Not probably from start to finish. But,
What?
and then this is the first birthday that Carol Sutton hasn't been with us. Carol Sutton was a theater actress, film and TV as well. Steel Magnolias, Monsters Ball died back in 2020. So from 1944 to 2020, happy heavenly birthday to Carol Sutton. Any other birthdays you see?
This is how we do. Sorry.
It's okay. We do have a special one that we have to get to, of course.
What about
I also have it.
We've got a
it's-
drummer birthday.
Jeez, Bob. He's really long-winded.
Drummer Michael Calabrese of Lake Street Dive is 37 today.
Not Lake Street Dive.
What?
I
I don't know who that is.
All right.
Any others?
It's Andy Grammer's birthday. Singer-songwriter. He's 38. He sings that you gotta keep your head up. Whoa. You can let
It's
your hair down.
inspirational.
Okay.
And somebody asked, how do you gotta keep your head up? And Montell Jordan told him, this is how you do it.
This is how you do it.
This day in gaming history, we have two from before 1995, which means Sean gets a chance to play lawsuit or not lawsuit, because all the lawsuits seem to happen before 1995. You
Well,
have two same year, so what do you want to do?
I know what one of them is, so that one's definitely not a lawsuit.
Okay.
And so I'm gonna guess the other one's also not a lawsuit.
Okay, double not lawsuit this morning.
Ding.
That's locked in. 1994, Sony introduces the PlayStation in Japan. This thing had a 33 megahertz 32-bit MIPS R3000A processor with special audio and graphics functions, integrated geometry coprocessor, 2 megabits of RAM, 1 megabit video of RAM. Graphics resolution was 640 by 480 and 24-bit color. Price was 39,800 yen, about $399.
Jeez. It's about right. 94, that's a lot.
I mean, like I can remember when the first time I played a PlayStation, I was just like, oh, this is wild. it's a game on a CD. And like the when they first had like the dual stick controller, because I was an N64 kid, and then I played I think Ape Escape was the first game on the PlayStation that had dual stick, and so you would run your character around with the left one. You had this net that you were supposed to use to catch these like super smart monkeys that were running around in the lab, and like I was just like, this is the future, and it turns out actually it was. But yeah, it was real cool.
Until the GameCube.
It's
came out,
funny.
it got itty-bitty
Much
little-
the opposite. I was like, man, this stupid little knobby thing's never gonna pan out. Like, I need my directional pad. Was I wrong?
So you were correct on that one, Sean. The other one was Namco releases Ridge Racer for PlayStation. So correct, not a lawsuit.
Correct.
Double fold. 1996, Acclaim put out Mortal Kombat Trilogy for the Sega Saturn. In 2001, Super Smash Bros. Melee came out for GameCube. That same year, Pikmin, out for GameCube, was on a little bitty CD. Speaking of the future. 2003, Max Payne 2, The Fall of Max Payne, out for PlayStation 2 and Xbox. And that same year, Deus Ex, Invisible War. What'd I say?
Deuce X. Moose Deuce X. Yes.
It's probably like Deus
Deuce in the hoose.
Deus? I don't know.
Deus Ex.
Whatever.
Moose Deuce in the hoose. It's on the loose. That's the tagline. The movie poster is Moose Deuce in the hoose. And then the tagline as the moose is like, bro, and it's like, it's on the loose down here. It's on the loose.
Get it?
Congratulations. 129 now on the mispronunciation counter. It's Deuce. Not Deuce. It's whatever. Next hour. Words are hard. 12 interesting facts about hugs that are incredibly interesting, but who really knows? I'm sure this list is going to be deep, but hey, it's Hug a Lizard Day, so let's get some good information about hugs that we can share whilst hugging people, and they can be like, wow, I never knew that. From uselessdaily.com is where we're going to get our top 10 lists coming up next hour. Also next hour, sports! All right, Josh from IntelliGame is here. Wallstormer's hanging out with us during the course of the day. I am a Piano Dunkbot. Thank you for being here this morning. A whole bunch of great folks hanging out with us. Base Perfect this morning. Austin Attack. We're going to talk cilantro next hour as well. So stick around with us. More Gaming Morning Show on the way. Stick around. We'll be right back. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and at gamingmorningshow.tv.
I'm Bob from Gaming Morning Show. You know, the voice from the box. As the proud owner of an amazing voice, I, like many of you, am familiar with the amazing voice of our friend Austin Attack. Her very popular music is available as a points redemption on her stream at twitch.tv/AustinAttack12. However, it is Austin's sound effects that are the real hidden gem. So today, we are offering you the greatest sound effects ever created by Austin Attack. Previously, these individual sound effects were only available for easy in-home playback by searching hours of VODs. But now, thanks to GMS, you can listen to these one-of-a-kind sound effects with our special edition 16 CD, 35 cassette tape, 1 Laserdisc set. For the first time, you can own Austin saying, "Beach."
Beach?
Plus, who can forget Austin makes a car
What
noise?
sound do cars make? Vroom, vroom.
Or that time that Austin tried to make the noise a dodgeball makes.
And then like a ball, like, like.
No.
I was trying to make like a dodgeball sound.
And if you order now, we'll include the best of Grimm sound effects at no additional charge.
Oh yeah.
Hi, Grimm. Get the best of Austin Attack's special effects collection by sharing random cat pictures in our Discord. Please keep in mind this collection is fictitious, and you'll never actually receive anything except our love. And isn't that better anyway? Order your collection. Austin Attack. Songs for the beach.
Beach.
By calling 555, put it on a pancake, or visit our website, gamingmorningshow.tv. Our fulfillment department is standing by, which means you'll probably never see anything. They're so fired. Put it on a pancake. Coming up on Gaming Morning Show, List of the Day, and Sports. Find GMS on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and GamingMorningshow.tv. Time for hour number 2, right now.
Morning, gamer. Gaming Morning Show continues. It is Friday, December 3rd, 2021. Thank you for being here wherever that may be. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, GamingMorningshow.tv. Left side of your screen, top to bottom, that is sports.gaming. And look, it's Mike O. I am Hefty Goof, and below me, that is Wallstormer is here, guest host extraordinaire, the founder of IntelliGame, an outstanding community that links games and the real world. You can find out more with your next stream coming up when, Josh?
Next stream is tomorrow at 7 a.m.
Oh, is that Saturday morning cartoons?
Saturday morning cartoons.
Great show. Great show. In fact, you and Kate Zaid, who's probably in chat, are both very great Saturday morning streamers. So I always wake up when I'm not working, which tomorrow, unfortunately, I will be. I usually wake up and have you both on. So Saturday morning cartoons, check it out. IntelliGame on Twitch tomorrow at 7 a.m. Pacific. Man, back-to-back days of pre-7 a.m. wake-ups for you?
Mm-hmm. I'm not.
And it was in that moment that Josh contemplated his life choices.
Yeah.
It is great to see everyone hanging out with us this morning. Congratulations again to Superphonic, who has a new job and has already decided to get rid of the awkwardness and talk to the manager about, well, I'm sorry that I'm going over here. Is it an intra move? Like, are you moving from like one department to another department and then had to like break the heart of your current manager? It's rough. KJ's hanging out with us on YouTube. Quiet I'm Gaming. Good moron.
Top of the moron.
Oh, and Brendan_TTV is here.
Good moron.
Wallstormer in the house. 5 questions master, as Brendan calls you. You were a pioneer for the 5 questions crew. You taught us how to play that game so that it was actually fun. And
Well,
crushed your
I mean,
redemption.
like you just found a new way to handle the situation.
Yeah.
Totally okay.
Yeah. Dr. Chick is here this morning as well. Good moron to you. on this Friday. Dunkbot and I Am a Piano are here as well, saying Doom Patrol was totally is totally great. Let's see. We have M&M's. So if we need Bob's M&M's, Bob requested green peanut butter. Dunkbot can offer a bowl of red M&M's and a green highlighter. So I think we're set, to be honest. Although, what happens when you mix red and green? Is that purple? That's not purple. That's red and blue.
Purple.
It's probably closer
Brown?
to purple. Could be brown. Come brown M&M's. I don't know. Now, Dunkbot started some controversy. Okay, brought up cilantro because Dunkbot suggests that if you don't start 6 a.m. streams, Dunkbot's going to join cilantro fans. What the hell is up with all the cilantro emotes?
It's just it's trash, and the way that I appeased. We have a group of, I don't even want to say them by name because I know that there's going to be a rash of emotes that shows up, and frankly, I mean, it's my fault. Right, I'm the one who allows these emotes to exist on the channel, but we have a group of folks known as the Cilantrolls, and yeah.
You don't like cilantro?
No, you shouldn't either. Like,
It's like
no,
soap.
it's not. It doesn't even taste like soap. It's just bad. Like, it's just like you eat it, and it's like the only thing that you taste
I like it in salsa.
in the whole
It
thing.
adds like some herbaceousness to like
Uh,
burrito.
do you know how many other herbs exist that can also add herbaceousness?
Yeah.
Like,
Herbaceous.
How about
it's
master herbaceousness?
Oh boy.
oh no.
That's what cilantro does. That's what cilantro does. It's the master of all herbs.
Oh gosh, I see, and we just
Stop
saying
trying to
no.
steal my shtick.
We just say no.
Well, it's a debate right now whether or not it's good. So anyway, Martian says we have cilantro chocolate over here, and I love it. See, that sounds
Oh.
delightful.
No, it does not.
Why?
I don't understand. People take perfectly good things and then they're like, let's add cilantro to it. They're like, here are tomatoes and onions and lime and I'm like, that sounds great. And then they're like, that's salsa. That's what salsa. And then they're like, let's throw this other thing in here. And I'm like, why would you do that? Why do you hate fun?
I mean, there's a burrito place in Eugene called Burrito Boy, and I intentionally go there because they have cilantro in their carnitas burritos.
No. You can't do. That's not.
All right, fine, whatever. I mean, at the end of the day, am I the person you should be listening to when it comes to food?
Gravy is a
Absolutely
sauce.
not.
Sauces aren't dressings, and marinades are early to the party.
So, just keep that in mind. Probably not the right person. So, yeah, and that's what Brendan I've heard, and I think that's what Mike was referring to. Some people have a genetic condition that makes cilantro taste like soap. I just like how Josh shut you down. Was like, no, that's not the reason though. It's just basically
No,
awful.
it's because there are so many people who live in this world with this perspective that says, like, either it must be that you love cilantro and would die for it if it were to come in request, or you must have a genetic thing that makes it taste like soap. And I'm like, but there is option C. We're represented by 3 fingers. Yeah, option C. Option C.
All right, since we are a morning radio show that plays games, we have to have some like really hard sports talk like segments, and that's where we play a game called
Hardy or not hardy?
So, Mike, cilantro, hardy or not hardy?
See, I agree with Josh for the most part. The only thing I don't agree with is I like it in salsa as long as it's not too much. But this is I'm gonna go not hardy.
Not hardy.
Not
Josh is probably the fastest hardy or not hardy answer we'll ever get. Hardy or not hardy?
Not hard. Wait, like the I don't know the context of the question. I like that, like the Hardy Boys, like the.
Sure. Yeah. We don't know the
Tom
context
Hardy?
of the question, to be honest.
The
So
wrestlers?
yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Not Hardy.
All right, not Hardy.
Definitely not Hardy.
Sean, cilantro, Hardy or not Hardy?
Not Hardy.
Okay, fine. You're all wrong. It's Hardy. It's great. Cilantro's amazing. I'd even eat a cilantro soup.
Doubt it.
It is. The concept is painful. I once had a friend. She was like, I would just eat a whole like cilantro salad, and I was just I like even saying the words out loud makes me uncomfortable.
But you heard how you've opened that up, right? You said I once had a friend. So apparently cilantro salad, that was a deal breaker.
Yeah. Like, yeah, we don't tolerate that kind of nonsense.
That's
Oh,
gonna
no,
go.
I missed it.
No,
Nebulous Durg.
good moron to you, Papa Paws. Papa Paws jumping in.
Top of the moron.
Cilantro is great, but two type of people: ones who think it tastes like soap, and others who enjoy it.
But you're Canadian, Papa. So I mean, it probably just tastes like maple syrup to you. Like that's your default palate, isn't it? Maple syrup.
Maple
Or
syrup
maybe
is great, though.
Maybe he puts maple syrup on it.
On his pancakes.
Nah, on his cilantro.
On the pancakes.
Put it on a pancake.
It's two.
I'm just
That's
gonna
work.
find how many opportunities I get to throw the meme I'm most familiar with into the
Love
chat.
it. Love it so much. So much. So much happiness. Austin, Texas. Cilantro is gross in all caps. Why are you yelling at me,
Right.
Austin?
Because it's that bad.
That's what she does.
That's true.
I appreciate her commitment to the truth.
Brendan goes, cilantro salad. That's too much. Yeah, we don't talk because she's got cilantro breath. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Always had cilantro stuck in her teeth. That's why Wallstormer doesn't talk to that friend anymore.
Yeah, that's a punishable offense.
It was like Yzma from
Unforgivable.
Emperor's New Groove. I have something stuck in my teeth. Papa Pa's French toast is very, very good. Yes, absolutely.
Do you put cilantro on French toast?
You could. I'm not saying I
hope
do,
not.
but you could. It wouldn't ruin
You
it.
can do a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could put motor oil on my French toast. Doesn't mean I'm gonna do it.
Well, wait, are you talking about 5W20 or 5W30? Because
What is the
10W.
difference between
10W.
5W and 10W?
One has a 5 and one has a 10.
nailed it.
That is accurate. That's true.
Mike's our oil expert.
Well, it's 5W, right? So that's how many watts are in it. I guess.
Any more wattage? In
Kyle here. Kyle. Look it up.
K-Laugh! Emma's a sink. Good moron to you. Emma,
Good moron.
you have a chance to change someone's life right now, Wallstormer. What is cilantro? Please explain.
Oh yeah, it's coriander. Thank you, Austin.
Wait,
it
are
is-
those the same thing?
Coriander? Well, I mean, like it depends. Like, so I think over here, we typically like coriander is like the seed. It's like baby cilantro, and then when it grows up into evil, we call it cilantro. But coriander is not great either. But I think other places will just call it coriander the whole time.
Gotcha.
As coriander is just like dried like seeds. Okay, yeah.
So if I say I want some coriander on my aubergine, then I'm asking for cilantro on my eggplant? Is that what I'm understanding? UK
I
gang?
think.
Okay. Kind of, according to Austin. Okay, great. Nailed it. First try. Martian says, I recently had French toast made from a local delicacy called sugar bread, which is brioche with cinnamon and sugar swirls it. It was divine. That sounds amazing. Yeah, we've been using brioche bread in this house, and my wife uses my dad's mixture for it and includes cinnamon and sugar. So I could even imagine it being like on steroids when it's made with cinnamon and sugar bread. I'm on board.
There's a horse.
Oh, see, okay, I appreciate that explanation, K-Laugh. The W reflects the winter weight of the oil, so an engine with 5W30 will have better lubrication on cold start than 10W30. So
Yes, of course.
you would want 5W30, like you wouldn't want 5W30 if you live in a place that's super hot?
I think it just the engine's like designed to deal with like the worst of conditions. So like you put 5W30 in a car that calls for it year round because in the winter it's going to make it work.
But like, why would you design an engine that's only made for a certain temperature? Or is it like, oh, like we sell cars in this area where we know that there's going to be cold, so this engine is designed for this weight, as opposed to this area where we would sell the same model car, but with a different engine because it's meant to be in a different region, and so you should use this weight instead.
I think we should just put cilantro in our engines.
That is not a viable answer, but I will. Like, it's not even a problem with the engine won't run. It's just I don't want cilantro anywhere near.
I was gonna say I thought you'd say the best use of cilantro I've ever heard is putting it in car engines instead of mouths.
Absolutely not. Do you really like it would get everywhere. It would be in the air. It would be
the exhaust smell.
No. Absolutely, that would be a terrible decision.
Is someone eating a burrito? Nope, that's just the car in front of me.
Nope,
Never
they just
mind.
hate existence. Yeah, it's fine.
Good moron.
Good moron to Kajito and everyone joining us from Kajito's stream. Good moron to you who are rating on Twitch. Thank you for being here. That is Josh, Mike, Sean. I am Hefty Goof. We are a morning radio show that plays games Monday through Friday, 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific time on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and at gamingmorningshow.tv. You can see in the top right, list of the day is coming up next. Our topic of the day is Let's Hug Day. We're asking you, do you like warm hugs?
This is how we hug.
It's also Montell Jordan's birthday.
This is how we hug. Na 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 na.
That's the Kids Bop song. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, if I get it wrong.
This is how we hug it. In timeout. You know, you don't hug it.
In timeout?
You have to sit by yourself and think about what you did. I don't know what they do in schools anymore. It's been a long time.
Nothing. They literally do nothing.
6 a.m. wall storm is the best. I love it so much. Good moron
It's a
to
really
you.
terrible
About what you
decision.
did.
It's now 7:28 West Coast. It's 10:29 now on the East Coast. 3:29 for those watching GMS in the UK. Kajito, thank you so much for being here. Good moron. Hope you all are doing well, good friends. We are Kajito. How was your stream? What did you do? Please let us know. Quiet M Gaming is here as well. Papa Paz says, "What is a hug?" Just kidding. This is how you hug it on a Friday morning. Nope, that's not where. Is it like?
I'm sensing that these lyrics will produce themselves in the chat. I'm not saying that there's a new mission to accomplish, team. But
It's like, gosh, I can't remember that song to save my life. All I can hear is Mike singing it now.
I thought that was like a big carafe of coffee, not
Just keep
not
discussing.
the cilantro disposal.
Did you just spill your
disposal
coffee
apparatus.
everywhere?
Is that
Oh.
is that for the cilantro?
I don't think so. I think it's just for the cilantro.
It's Diego, the gaming morning lizard. Ba-dum-bum.
I'm good, thanks. I've been doing some quests in Final Fantasy 14. Well, nice, Kajito. Thank you for sending your audience over here to join us for Gaming Morning Show. It is time for our list of the day. Let's take a look at what's going on in the list of the day. 12 interesting facts about hugs that are incredibly interesting. But who really knows? I'm sure this list is going to be deep. But hey, it's Hug a Lizard Day. So let's get some good information about hugs that we can share whilst hugging people. And they can be like, wow, I never knew that.
Or also, as we hand hugging, maybe even.
Hashtag hand hug. It's nice to meet you. We're hand hugging now, I think. That's how
No,
it works. For more
why'd
tutorials,
you make it weird?
visit Gaming Morning Show. I'm very good at that. This is uselessdaily.com. Mike's back to finding the best Mike lists because yesterday we went to like some actual place and now we're back to Useless
weird,
Daily.
right?
If the website that Mike finds doesn't break my phone from trying to throw me 8,000 ads, is it really a list? So,
No.
here's what we're going to do. I'll take the first one. This was written by Renia Strataki in November of 2015.
Bless you.
12 interesting facts about hugs. I'll go first. Sean, Mike, then Josh will read these in order. Number 1 on this list.
1.
A full body hug stimulates your nervous system. Actually, this is something that National Today, where we found this Day of the Day said as well. It increases self-esteem, helps decrease feelings of loneliness. It combats fear, diffuses tension, and shows appreciation. All in one little hug.
Wow.
2,
Number 2, hugs may alleviate our fears. In a study on fears and self-esteem, published in the Journal of Psychological Science, they revealed that hugs and touch significantly reduce worry of mortality. Wow.
So next time I run into like a whole bunch of bees, I just need to hug
Just
the
hug
bees?
them.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Bees, I'm scared. Hug me.
I'll never
3.
never be scared again.
Unless you're Macaulay Culkin, then you get the hell out of there.
Sucks. Why'd you have to bring up this is the second My Girl reference today. I don't want to be sad.
3,
3, cuddling releases oxytocin. Oxytocin is a hormone that does everything from making you feel good to helping you feel connected to others. It's crucial in the act of cuddling, as you'll see from its benefit popping up in the list below. So you gotta stay tuned. We're not gonna tell you what it does now. You just gotta wait until we tell you later.
Can't see without his
Oxytocin.
glasses. He's got to have his glasses. See, that scene was awful.
4,
And now you're making me relive it in my brain.
Oh no.
I know.
4.
4,
More hugs equals lower blood pressure. The hormones that are released in the body after a hug aren't just good for happy feelings. Aren't good for happy feelings. So like, actually, that sounds about right. The hormones that are released in the body after a hug aren't just good for happy feelings. They can also help your physical health. When someone touches you, the sensation on your skin activates pressure receptors called Pacinian corpuscles, which then send signals to the vagus nerve, an area of the brain that is responsible for, among many things.
I just learned about the vagus nerve last night. Keep going. Lowering blood pressure, NPR reported. I am so happy. I know what that is. I'm a
There's like
scientist.
a neuroscientist.
I
There's
am.
a neuroscientist out there that just is like, finally somebody who understands me.
No, give
The
me
excitement
give
I
me
am.
the scalpel.
Five.
I'll get in there. Let's go. I know about the vagus nerve now.
Oh, thank you.
Also, I thought it was VEGAS, so I learned something new today to further
Nice.
my knowledge of the vagus nerve. So,
The Las Vegas nerve.
Yeah.
the Sin City nerve, as the doctors call it.
Sure.
It's on the internet. Number 5 on this list.
5,
Cuddling boosts your immune system. When you're so in love, you feel invincible. So you're experiencing oxytocin release. This feel-good hormone makes you feel like nothing can hurt you, which is an amazing benefit. And then, again, more ammo for next time I run into bees. Can't hurt me, bees. I'm hugging you. I'm now no longer scared. Plus, I have so much oxytocin that I won't feel the stings.
6,
Right? Right?
Sure. Yep. That's
Sure.
Okay.
6,
Cuddling helps deepen your relationships. Communication is important, but often people forget how effective and meaningful touch can be. When your career is so stressful, you come home and can't stop thinking about the job, you're taking a negative toll on your relationship. Instead, imagine coming home and cuddling with your partner for even 10 minutes a day.
That's all. After 10
7.
minutes, you get away
out.
from me.
Just cuddle with the bees for 10 minutes a day.
Yep. That's.
7.
I'll send you some. It's
It's
fine.
what that person who does
cut-
the great day to replace the bees or whatever she says on Instagram. Oh, save the bees, not replace the bees. Could we replace the bees?
Oh,
That'd be
gosh.
better.
7,
Oh, that's Black Mirror. Yeah.
Cuddling relieves pain. Just as it boosts your immune system, cuddling and releasing oxytocin will decrease your pain levels. I feel like this person, they're like, I bet you can't say oxytocin 20 times in an article. Whenever your neck hurts, what do? Rub it, right? Simple touches release oxytocin to make you feel better. So imagine what cuddling does. Cuddles.
8,
Hugging can be good for our hearts. Embracing someone may warm your heart, but according to one study, a hug can be a good medicine for it too. In an experience, I feel like I'm reading the same thing 12 times. They're like, hugging makes you feel better. Hugging makes you feel better. If you touch somebody during a hug, it makes you feel better.
Hey, Josh.
Uh,
Hey, Josh. Does hugging make you feel better?
Again,
What does it release?
oxytocin. Right?
That's good.
This is the drinking game. Every time the article says oxytocin, you get very hydrated when you're drinking water.
Or caffeinated.
Nine.
If
Yes.
you're drinking coffee. Number 9. Well-hugged babies are less stressed as adults. Want to do something for future generations? Hug them when they're still little. This is a study out of Emory University. Rats were studied, and they found a link between touch and relieving stress. No confirmation whether they let a whole bunch of bees loose in the rat cages for the study.
1-0.
I just imagine someone walking around like a supermarket, being like, Can I hug your baby?" They're like, "Why?" "I'm just helping them for when they're grown up." It'll go over well.
Number 10, cuddling can lead to more. Even non-erotic touch can release dopamine, which is a hormone that increases sexual desire.
That's not oxytocin.
Getting a sweet hug or massage from your partner after a long day can lead to more, which is a win-win for both of you.
Cool.
I never knew Nutella was so erotic.
I never knew oxytocin was so erotic.
Interesting.
Dopamine.
Oxytocin. There you go. There's 10 of the 12 interesting facts about hugs that are incredibly interesting, but who really knows? I'm sure this list is going to be deep, but hey, it's Hug a Lizard Day, so let's get some good information about hugs that we can share whilst hugging people, and they can be like, wow, I never knew that. So, good moron to Xbox One player on YouTube and Polar, who's hanging out with us. Oh, did Josh just say, the heck with this?
What'd you do?
Josh is like, nah.
That list was too much.
The list too much for you, Josh?
Yep. I'm like, that's it. I only know 10 facts.
Josh is like, I have so much
don't know that.
oxytocin right now that can't take anymore. I'm back. Good moron to Scott Chick. Scott Chick, thank you for being here. If you're new to the show,
In the future, please be careful when telling strangers good moron. Sincerely, K-Lab.
our head of research and development, K-Laugh, warns us to say good moron, but that is the greeting that we choose to give on Gaming Morning Show. We are a morning radio show that plays games. Josh is here, guest hosting, the founder of IntelliGame. You can find more about how IntelliGame's connecting games with the real world at twitch.tv/IntelliGame. Left side of your screen, that is Sean, and look, it's Mike. Oh, I am Hefty Goof. It is Let's Hug Day, so we're asking you, in fact, do you like warm hugs? We also have a story that continues to see this deer gang running around, causing all sorts of mischief. Mike, first off, recap some of the things that these deer have done in the last couple of days.
Yeah, the deer been running amok, or a buck, if you will.
Oh no!
They're stealing Christmas lights off of people's houses. They broke into a school and then they littered with their antler. Then they also broke into a garage, like a car garage. They were probably trying to steal a car, and then realized they couldn't drive because they don't have thumbs.
Maybe they were just trying to.
Really hard to drive with no thumbs. But this time they've gone to Minnesota. A deer broke into an orthopedics company's facility in Minnesota and ran loose through the building before being safely ejected.
Safely ejected.
Wow. Twin Cities Orthopedics said the deer made its way into the company's facility in Stillwater and was caught on security cameras running loose through the building. The video, which the company shared on Facebook, shows the deer vaulting over desks and running through hallways and a large room with exercise machines in it, search for an exit. Luckily, he's in great shape and was returned safe and sound and ready for the holidays, the post said. So yeah, he was just, this makes it sound like he was just trying to work out. But I'm guessing that he was trying to he was like, yeah, let's mess up the building. And then he felt bad because he got caught. I wonder if he was yelling parkour as he jumped over things. Parkour! Parkour!
That's right.
I hope so.
What the hell is behind you, Sean? Does that say deer be gone?
Oh no, I'm moving everything.
Everything is
Put it in
fine.
the folder.
Nothing to see here. They make a deer be gone?
Computer? Apparently.
We'll never know.
Psych. We'll never know.
What a
never know.
cliffhanger.
Oh, there it is.
Yep, they sure do. Deer be gone. I am a piano says, yes, my kind of deer. I have never once contemplated what kind of deer I'm all about, but apparently this group that's just running through, causing a buck.
It's crazy.
As Mike has termed it, which now will be in my head forever. Running a buck. Get it? Because deer and antlers and stuff. Yeah. Running a buck.
One. No. Okay. Oh, we're in game. Okay, that's. I was about to get kicked for being idle. Okay.
You wouldn't be the first one on Gaming Morning Show to have that happen to them. When Austin Attack started playing this game, Austin was moving and kept getting kicked for being idle, so we still don't know how that worked. Let's see. Yes, my kind of deer. Yeah, they even like wrecked a gummy bear statue, or they stole it.
Oh, yeah, they stole it. Yeah. Those ridiculous deer.
Yeah, this gummy bear statue was sitting there being like, "I'm so happy because I'm a gummy bear," and then it got stolen. So,
No.
do you think Ben Hooper, former guest of the show, writer of UPI and all the strange news, do you think Ben just like, it's like, I wonder how many deer stories I can write this month? Maybe there's a deer quota. Yeah, maybe.
Well, maybe it's just because there's a deer gang, and he wants to let everyone know. He
True.
wants to keep them safe.
Or at least
There's
they're gummy bear statues.
That
was close.
That was a look at my go shot. Top post there.
The look it's my go memorial crossbar.
If you hug them, Kajito, they release oxytocin.
Yeah, if Kajito says, do deer help release oxytocin? Absolutely. And then, yes, I do have a pancake topper on my roof now, Kajito.
Put it on a pancake.
So, yeah. There's an amazing thing about this game. If you play it long enough, they give you little rewards. So,
They want your time.
They
want your time. They want your money.
It says deer crimes give me oxytocin. I am a piano. Could you write us like a Law and Order spinoff, but it's only deer crimes? Nice shot. Oh, I thought it was going in.
I don't shoot at the goal. I shoot at the crossbars and the posts.
Austin goes, oh dear.
Austin.
Nice.
Austin.
Uh-oh.
That's right. Gameplay doesn't matter.
What's gameplay?
Exactly.
Gameplay not guaranteed.
Gameplay isn't guaranteed on Gaming Morning Show.
Won a holiday for writing a blog post. Oh, Kajito could do it too. Kajito's written about a drunk elk in Sweden. Was it stuck in the IKEA?
No, the Toys R Us next door.
Yeah. Switch party.
Toys.
Oh my gosh, a KB Toys reference. Holy cow.
So
it's been a while.
No spoiler, but Chris and me and I watched the new Hawkeye episode last night, and there's a gang, and they're in an old store. And last night we saw they're in an old KB toy store.
Nice.
And they even had all the all the ads and stuff up. It was great. It was so cool.
Is it back in time? Like, is it supposed to be a throwback?
No. I think it was like an old abandoned building, which would name a KB toy store. Because, they don't exist.
Spoiler tease. You know, Socrates' brother. Kind of a jerk.
Nah, there was no spoiler tease there. It's okay. It's okay, Bob. Okay, chill out.
It's just an aesthetic building.
Yeah.
So.
Good morning to you, Gabe Pride. It is good to see you on Gaming Morning Show. Thanks for stopping in. Guest host Wallstormer is with us this morning. We have sports coming up next.
It's a Dr. Squatch Award winner, Gabe Pride.
Oh, that's true.
Gabe, your prize is in the mail because my fulfillment office is a little bit quicker. Isn't that right, Diego? Yep. Diego's our fulfillment manager.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Diego's my fulfillment manager.
Oh, look, it's Mike O's fulfillment. Yes.
Yeah. No, mine.
Yeah, our mascot, your fulfillment manager. Got it.
Yep. That's why do you think I got him?
Did Gay Pride get the gift pack? So there's a variety of scents.
Yep. Sure enough.
Is one cilantro?
No, they don't make trash smells.
I think we're gonna get a call from the cilantro lobby.
Go ahead, let them.
I've been trying to get a hold of them.
There probably is one,
Looking
which
at
is
calls
sad.
for you. What if my job? I'm just gonna like take their goalie and just drive through them a bunch.
You
of
can.
times.
If you turbo into him, you can blow him up. So
That's my job.
When somebody just sits back and does that, Sean will get angry. And
I get mad and I blow them up.
nice work. Nice work. Mission accomplished.
One mission.
I can bounce it forward. I was trying. Gabe Pride says, I was about to say, I do have the cilantro yucky gene. So, yeah, soap cilantro for Gabe Pride.
I wasn't there in time.
I hate
lost
you, guy.
my mission.
Brendan, this week on GMS, Josh takes on Big Cilantro. How'd that not go in? It looked like it was going straight in from way back here.
Because I shot it.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Why?
Crossbar Mike.
Through my band in high school.
Austin's on board, though, Josh. You have a researcher
There we go.
available to you for this investigation. GMS
Media
investigates.
assistance. Woof.
What is cilantro and why is it so bad? Find out next time on GMS. It is now 7:48 West Coast time, 10:48 out east. It is 3:48 for those watching GMS in the afternoon. Bump, bump. In the Deer justice system, the Deer are represented by two separate yet equally important groups: the journalists who investigate their crimes and the gaming morning shows who laugh about their antics. These are their stories. Bump, bump.
Yep.
Can't wait for Bob to read that. K-Laugh, add that to production notes.
Please, I was gonna say, I actually need Bob involved on this one.
Bob is going to get that one and be like, what the hell are they talking about?
I don't know. With some of the stuff from the past, Bob's just been like, all right, whatever.
What do you mean?
Don't poop on the pizza rolls.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Point.
Which, by the way,
Well, there it is. The first poop mention of the day.
goes to
Mark
Bob.
it down.
Goes to Bob. Bob did
Way
it.
to go,
so
Bob.
I'm
How
still
dare.
shocked that analyst Morissette didn't break Bob. He was like, I can't
Yeah.
do this anymore.
Analist Morissette.
Yeah. And that was like day one type stuff. Bob's like, oh, this is what we're
That
doing.
was early on.
Dang.
Happy birthday, Bob. Yeah. Enjoy your day. Oh,
How cute.
I'm so sorry, Quiet. Quiet's all upset. I mentioned poop earlier, says Quiet. I'm so sorry. K-Laugh.
Unfortunately, we don't have a button for second poop mention of the day, but we could maybe make a Bob request.
At the
Put it
tone,
on the list.
the first
Second.
poop mention of the day was at
Yeah, there you go. This is kind of. Oh, yeah, no, that's true. It's 34 past 7 o'clock. That's the one where if you strain too much while you're pooping, you can die, is what Quiet Eye of Gaming said. So poetic.
Wow.
So poetic. I am a piano. I can't imagine the weird voice work actors get. Yep.
Carly Rae Jepsen and Garfunkel.
Classic. Classic. All right. It's time for a sports. K-Laugh, by the way, said Coriander Slander was the name of my punk band in high school. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Coriander Slander. All right, yesterday in sports, did the Mets win? Josh, you haven't been here to play this game. This is where we ask you that question. You have to say yes or no. Did the Mets win yesterday?
No.
No? Mike?
No, but for a much larger reason. All baseball fans lost yesterday.
Sean?
I'll agree.
Okay, so no's across the board. Why don't you bust out the news then? Because Major League Baseball has done something that it hasn't done in, what, 20-some years? 25 years?
Bunch of dicks.
Wow.
I'm sorry, douche marks. I apologize. Bunch of douche marks.
Bunch of donks. Bunch of.
The owners have announced. Actually, Rob Manfred, the the wiener in charge, have locked out the players, and there is now for the first time since 1993-94, there is a lockdown a lockout in Major League Baseball, meaning that the players have no access to facilities or anything related to teams. Rob Manfred, the guy who looks like a walking penis, I'm really angry about.
You're
it.
very
I'm,
upset.
legit.
I can tell. Okay.
I'm very upset about this because it's a bunch of BS that they did this. He said it was because he wanted to make sure it didn't affect the 2022 season, which for anyone who actually is a baseball fan and knows, this is probably going to reach into the 2022 season. The collective bargaining agreement ran out on Tuesday, I believe, which is when they announced the lockdown. What that means is anyone who is doing any kind of rehab facilities or using their facilities for rehab or any kind of health now lose all access to that. So there are actually quite a few players who were going through rehab after, it's a long season, and they, so now they don't have access. So they have to go and take care of everything on their own. And Quiet's correct though that baseball does need a salary cap. They have a hard cap, but then they have a soft cap with a luxury tax. They they all need to come together and stop just being greedy. So however, the owners are making billions, and it's still crazy.
Sorry, so I guess are there more sports? I don't want to interrupt, but I don't understand there's a labor dispute essentially.
Yeah, the collective bargaining agreement ran out. Okay. So the owners have locked out the players. Yeah.
And this is like a reverse strike. Like instead of the people, the workers being like, hey, we're going to withhold labor, the bosses are like, we're going to withhold resources in order to try to get you to not get what you're asking for.
So the owners want players want the freedom to be able to make what they make, and the owners want to put a hard cap in place so then players can only make so much. But the issue is they've run into a lot of different things, luckily, over the last couple of years. So a big part of this is minor league baseball. If you don't play professional baseball, you make nothing. So like Max Scherzer just got paid. He's going to make $43 million per year. But I had a friend who played AA baseball, and he got paid $17,000 per year, and that's including you have to pay your taxes. You have to and after everything take home, it comes to like $9,000. So wow. I mean, he worked in the off season.
That's like a full time job.
Yeah. So you're working 8 months out of the year, 7 months out of the year, but then you also have to get another job. And I think there's a cap now on the minor leagues, but I don't think it's very high. So there's a lot that these two sides have to get together on and talk about. I just hope they're able to do it and say, hey, let's get this done. Because I think I was talking to Chris last night, Chris and me, and if this goes into the season, baseball is dead. Just end baseball together, because they're already declining numbers, declining viewership, and if you do this, it's the end. So did the Mets win? No, everyone lost.
Correct.
Yeah, no, I understand, especially because baseball is one of the only major four-men sports that have had this tough of a time with the work stoppage where it canceled events, including the World Series, right? So I completely understand why baseball fans are kind of PTSDing a little bit right now. Quiet said, baseball really needs a salary cap and a salary floor for me to start caring again. There's just very little parity in the sport compared to other leagues. In parity, oof. The Memphis Grizzlies yesterday, they had a parity in their game against the Oklahoma City Thunder because they set the largest margin of victory in NBA history, beating the Thunder by 73 points. Now, if there are any Seattle Supersonics fans in the chat, everyone who rooted for the Sonics hates the Thunder because Oklahoma City stole their franchise. There you go. Now Oklahoma City's in the record book for the worst loss in NBA history, 152-79. 152. Sheesh. And it's worth noting, the Grizzlies once led by 78 points, and they didn't have their best player yesterday. They did shoot 63%, though, which is ridiculous. So
that's insane.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. The only other thing I wanted to mention was there's some suspensions in the NFL because of COVID-19 protocol violations. Antonio Brown's one of them, the Tampa Bay wide receiver. His teammate Mike Edwards also suspended. All 3 players have accepted the discipline, waived the right to appeal, according to the Associated Press. Apparently, there were violations of protocol, misrepresenting their vaccination status. So, yeah. This weekend,
Call that throwing a Rogers.
throwing a Rogers. I like that.
It's a discount double check.
Can we? I was like, can we please recontextualize this man? Like, I can't. Sorry.
The discount double check.
He's a douche mark. German douche mark.
This weekend, Sean, there is an F1 race, correct?
Mm-hmm. The penultimate race of the season.
You love the word penultimate, don't you?
It's the best word.
So in Saudi Arabia, correct?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
9:30 Pacific time.
What time?
9:30.
Okay. Wait, 9:30 is the race?
Yeah, I think it used to be at 6, but now it's at 9:30. So I think they moved the schedule around.
Well, I guess they just approved the track. There is one thing that's serious about this F1 race, and this is a headline from Sky News. Lewis Hamilton condemns Saudi Arabia's terrifying LGBTQ plus laws ahead of the race and says, quote, "Not my choice to be here." I have not read enough on this. I've seen these headlines, but I haven't stopped long enough to read the headlines. But if you want to know more about that particular thing, just kind of search LGBTQ plus and F1, because I think this is their first race in Saudi Arabia. Do I have that right? Or first race in a while? So this whole relationship between F1 and Saudi Arabia is not necessarily going well for a variety of reasons, including human rights reasons. So it's worth researching and talking about and bringing up in our sports segment today. So I thought I'd do that.
Absolutely.
All right. Next hour, we're going to play community games. Wallstormer is going to be able to hang out with us halfway through the hour. So, Wallstormer, if you do have a raid recommendation you think will be on after we sign off at 9 a.m. Pacific time, please let us know. We'd be happy to send everyone watching on Twitch over there. Also, next hour, the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming Renews, a recap of the video game headlines of the day. We'll have our clip of the day and takeaways that are pretty okay. I am a piano Dunkbot. Thank you for the follows on Twitch. Kajito, thank you for the raid on Twitch. If you've never been here for takeaways that were pretty okay, it's something that you learned from today's show. So we'll ask you actually closer to 8:50 a.m. Pacific time today. Josh, Mike, Sean, Hefty with you this morning. We'll be back in just a little bit. Another break on this edition of Gaming Morning Show. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and at GamingMorningShow.tv.
table, I don't mind where the night goes, your skin on mine. I see no other people, love is blind, but that's alright though. Pull me down, drown me in this thing I'm feeling. Round and round, the world is turning upside down. Tell me how I could be the one you're needing, girl. Your touch is driving me wild. I want your body on there. This moment is fleeting, so don't go away. I want your body on there. This moment is magic, I want you to stay. When you're playful, give it time. I'll make you mine, girl, your hand in mine. I'll lead you far away, girl, so divine. Our lips touch, our eyes close. Pull me down, drown me in this thing I'm feeling. Round and round, our world is turning upside down. Tell me how I could be the one you're needing, girl. Your touch is driving me wild. I want your body on there. This moment is fleeting, so don't go away. I want your body on there. This moment is magic, I want you to stay. I want your body.
All right, let's gather round to read the Moose book. There was a mooster in Worcester. There's a moose loose about the hoose. Shake it loose in your hoose, that moose. I would call it a truce with the moose, maybe spruce up the hoose. Dr. Seuss writing about the hoose in which the moose shook loose an overused spruce. The moose that encountered a truck's caboose is the moose named Bruce. I'm loose, said the moose, Bruce, as he threw up a deuce. Fun fact, Bruce the moose actually starred in Footloose. Snitches get stitches like mooses get looses. Obtuse rubber goose, green moose, guava juices. Goose and moose called a truce over being loose around Bruce. A moose nuisance is a moosance. You better write about the moose, no excuse. You're welcome.
I'm coming up just a little bit. Never want to quit. I'm feeling it the way it hits. It's elevated. Vision is blurry. Feel it and dizzy. You elevate me.
Coming up on Gaming Morning Show, Community Games and GMS Morning Gaming Renews. Get ready for your takeaways that were pretty okay. And the clip of the day. Find GMS on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and GamingMorningshow.tv. And follow us on Twitter at WatchGMS. Time for hour number 3. Right now.
Morning, gamer. Gaming Morning Show continues. It is Friday, December 3rd, 2021. Thank you for being here. It is great to see everyone with us for
Welcome in, Final Hour crew.
the Final Hour crew is here. Lady K checking in for the first time. Dr. Chick has been with us this morning. Brendan_TTV. I am a piano quiet. I am gaming. Scott Chick 360. It's great to see everybody with us this morning. Austin Attack, not feeling well, but hanging out with us. K-Laugh, our head of research and development, and many, many more throughout the course of this morning, which has included our guest host. That is Wallstormer in the bottom right, host and founder of IntelliGame. For those who have never met you before, Josh, tell us about IntelliGame in your community.
Yeah, IntelliGame is it's a space where we do work to essentially have a good time with games, but also try to think about the impacts that we have on the real world. So by playing narrative games, by holding community discussions, by sharing space in Discord and talking about what's going on, we try to make a space where we're not just playing games, but also trying to make connections with the real world.
It is a great community stream tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Pacific time. It's called Saturday Morning Cartoons, streaming throughout the course of the week. A great Wednesday night stream as well. Check out and please give a follow over to IntelliGame on Twitch. Brendan says, all my IntelliGame watches have been so good. If you haven't watched Josh's channel, I recommend so highly. Absolutely couldn't agree more. Sean, Sports.Gaming, and Mike O on the left side of your screen. I am Hefty Goof. It is National Bartender Day, Make a Gift Day, Disability Day, Faux Fur Friday, National Roof Over Your Head Day, and it is, interestingly enough, National Green Bean Casserole Day, which I've always only associated with like a Thanksgiving meal.
Mm-hmm.
But it's December 3rd?
Yeah.
Are they trying like a week later? Are they trying to make sure you don't forget about it?
Like, hey, remember us?
It's still in the fridge. Get rid of it. Yeah.
It's like he didn't finish it.
It's been too long. When you look at green bean casserole, the day it's been made, it looks like it should be thrown out.
That's true.
It's still delicious. I enjoy it, but yeah, a week later, it's time to go.
It's like the least appetizing looking dish on the plate.
It's true. It looks like fresh out of the oven. It looks great, but as soon as you take a single scoop out of it, somehow it destroys the whole thing.
It's because the top is usually covered by the like crispy onion straws, and anything with a like deep fried topping looks delicious. Maybe that's to me because I'm from the Midwest, and so deep fried is one of our food groups. But yeah, you're right. The second you get a spoon in there, you're like, oh, did I make a mistake? You didn't. It's good, but it doesn't look good.
Yeah. I think I'm an eyes first person when it comes to food, and I didn't eat green bean casserole for the longest time, probably because of that reason. So it's good though. I like it.
Maybe we should normalize making green bean casserole in like individual ramekins, so you can just serve it looking delicious, and you don't have to deal with this.
Yep. Because there's always like halfway through the dish and the casserole, and it's all sorts of messed up. Because some people are like, well, I really want more of the crispy onion straws. And you're like, well,
so did everyone else.
Right. And now it's just like this white green slop. Yeah, not good.
Scoop off the top.
It's not good.
There's probably a group that could do like a research study to show how much less people get it as the meal progresses. I'm sure that like the stat somewhere. So
yeah.
When we
and it's honestly, go ahead.
I was just saying, when we open the GMS food park, we'll have individual ramekins of green bean casserole. So
fair.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, like, honestly, if I were to make a tier list, and now I feel like I might have to do it as a stream, but like, if I were to make a tier list of like Thanksgiving dishes, it is like green bean casserole is like solid B, like low B, high C tier. Like, it's cool. I'm glad it's part of the party, but like, too many other dishes show up to reign supreme. It very much is like, hey, I'm gonna be your backup. I'm gonna help you out a little bit here, but I'm not made for the spotlight.
Interestingly enough, we've done some research on this before. Look, it's Mike O hosts a show called GMS After Dark on Wednesdays at 4:45 p.m. Pacific time, and did a Thanksgiving tier list. Do you remember where a GBC ranked?
It came in as an A.
Okay.
So it was a pretty resounding agreement that we put
A tier?
B tier, yeah.
I would compromise at B tier, but
Josh, I'm not trying to call you out, but it's obvious you haven't watched that episode. The meat and cheese platter was named to an S tier, so that'll show you where.
Gosh, all right, yep, that's
tier list was almost all S's and X's.
I still think I think what happened was the guests were already hungry, And so they got to meat and cheese tray, and they're like, "Oh, that's S tier because I'm so starving already." And then everything kind of went downhill from there.
Like the third one we did.
Oof.
Yeah.
Josh gives an oof.
However, I was one of the S tier folks because that was, and maybe it's a memory thing for me as a kid. I would always go and we'd always have the meat and cheese tray, and that was my go-to.
I do encourage the IntelliGame community to do a tier list because I would be interested to see what y'all figure out.
Yeah,
It was all like the headline foods were S tier. I mean, turkey, potatoes, gravy, and stuffing were all on the top line as well,
as
right?
were pumpkin
That's
and
correct.
apple pie.
As they should be.
I love apple
This
pie.
is the way.
Yum. Good
Go to
moron.
Twitter.com/look at Michael. You can find the tier list on there.
Hello, FHC.
Chris M.E. is here. I had no part. Chris M.E. was a guest of that show. I had no part in putting meat and cheese platter in S tier. Wow.
I'm pretty sure Chris led that charge, actually. He was like, yeah, meat and cheese tier.
Thanks for being the voice of reason, M.E. It's good to see you, Chris M.E. Thank you for being here with the FHC, the other ambassador of the Final Hour crew. Brendan is here as well. Ah, yes, the classic Thanksgiving charcuterie board. A tradition unlike any other.
I feel kind of rude. I just demoed somebody and then also demoed them the second they respawned.
You've
Sorry,
reached.
buddy, that's not how this game's supposed to be played.
You've reached
Look.
peak Rocket League. Peak Rocket League for Josh.
Like, my goal is to make this game 3v2 as often as possible.
I mean, listen, when they do have somebody who's just hanging out in goalie and never moves to midfield, I love that
That's the
strategy.
worst.
Get rid of them.
Yeah.
Yep.
They
It's
deserve it.
it's okay to be the go-to goalie, but to be a dedicated goalie, that's too much.
Chris,
That's too much.
Chris M. Meat and Cheese Platter. That's not Chris's name. It's blasphemy.
That's obviously what the M stands for, is meat and cheese.
Oh, I just got demoed. I deserve that. Yep.
I deserve
Get out
that.
of the goal.
Super made it back. Welcome back. Recently promoted Superphonic.
Congratulations.
Or I can't remember if Super ever even answered my question. Did Super get promoted from within, or did Super leave his job?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you for clarifying that. Oh, from within. Okay, everything's fine. Just had to break the heart of current manager to new manager. I gotcha. So you're moving on.
As you left. Stupid wall. They should really think about making these goals just a little bit wider and taller.
But just for the other team.
Just for, not for them, just for us.
Fair.
Oh, missed that one.
These 4v4 games are just chaotic, though. There's a lot of vehicles. There's almost like there's 8.
Yes.
Nice. Do work.
I did. And I...
Put it on a pancake.
Nice.
Nice. That should be their handicap system, though. Is depending on the skill of the players determines the size of your goal.
True.
And so if you're really good, your goal's just like half the wall. Good luck.
Just an itty-bitty little goal. Just a little bitty goal. Itty bitty goal. When did you get a penguin emote, Super?
He's had a penguin emote. Since that time he said he got one.
Nice. I remember that time.
Hello.
Sounds
came
right.
with the promotion.
Yeah. That sounds correct.
Emote came with the
part of the
promotion.
deal. Stop hitting it back this way, guy.
Yeah, excuse me. The goal is the other way. I understand you're on the other team, but I need you to work with me.
Whoa, whoa.
Ah.
Oh, that's a Pokemon?
Intense. Sure, why not? It's a Poke thing. Pokemon? Yeah, sorry, gotcha.
Well, that's okay.
Chaos.
All right, we got community games coming up after this.
It is the third hour, so I mean, I guess it makes sense.
Right.
Potentially have an overtime match.
Nah, Mike's gonna put it in right now.
A pancake.
Single-handedly.
Which goal?
Oh no! Oh no! The goal's open! No!
Oh.
Oof.
Man.
There we go.
Gameplay doesn't matter until it matters, and then we can't lose Josh's final game. I mean, come on. They'll talk about it for years.
Like, I can't believe they brought me in, had me lose a game of this game I haven't played in years. Oh, sorry, Stock.
That's all good.
I set you up. Oh.
Ooh.
I don't think that was actual setup. I don't know. I was just driving.
Sounded good. It's fine.
Nice. Centered.
Stop hitting the ball, other team. Look, we have to get the things, orange team. Can you just...
Wow, Wallstormer's flying like you've played this game forever. Holy cow! Wait a second. Were you sandbagging this whole time? What's going on?
Nope. So that was my one piece of. Oh, okay. Maybe I should play more of this game. I'm excited.
Josh just toggled on. Did you see that?
No, I am a Rocket League streamer. Never mind the intelligent content. Like, we're just here
to score goals.
Remote control cars, soccer. That's
That's not good.
GG.
Just car balls all the time on IntelliGame. Cilantro car balls. All right. It's 8:18. We actually ended up getting out on time, so it worked out. We just lost. So we're one of life's losers.
Cilantro car balls?
Because we knew that we needed to maintain our schedule.
I like how Mike was like, I'm not going to let that one pass. Hefty just said cilantro car balls.
Yeah, it's what?
Well, that was... it's a
Kiki
car ball.
ho.
Okay, anyway. I guess Wallstormer's going to have to come back so that we can get a chance at the W at the end. That's true. Yeah, you're invited back anytime.
Well, I appreciate that.
All right, 8:18 West Coast, 11:18 out East, 4:18 for those watching in the UK. Let's go to Denmark. There was a place, unlike the tallest, or what was it, the highest pub? Wasn't that the thing
highest altitude pub? Yes.
So unlike there, people were snowed into a different place in Denmark recently. This is from Thrillis Ophelie Garcia Lawler.
I think I'd rather be stuck here than there, though, because in what seems like the perfect setup for a wholesome holiday movie, 6 shoppers and 24 employees in a Denmark IKEA were trapped inside the store overnight during a particularly fierce snowstorm. Those inside the IKEA in Aalborg, Denmark, found themselves unable to leave at closing on December 1st after 12 inches of snow fell. Of course, there are worse places to be stranded overnight. To wait out the storm, the customers and employees found their way to the balls, found their way over to the showroom beds to settle in for the night. Adding to the cinematic experience of it all, Sky News reported that the snowed-in stragglers spent the night eating IKEA snacks like balls and watching television together. While it was probably stressful at the time, spending a night inside of an IKEA to test out all the showroom furniture and eat meatballs sounds like an Airbnb experience many would pay for. We slept in the furniture exhibitions in our showroom on the first floor, where we had beds, mattresses, and sofa beds. Store manager Peter Elmos told the Danish paper Extra Bladet. That's a weird name. Even sweeter, the AP reported that the stranded IKEA shoppers and employees invited people trapped at the toy store next door to come over and share the many amenities the department store had. It's much better than sleeping in one's car. It has been nice and warm, and we are just happy that they would let us in, toy shop employee Michelle Barrett said in an interview. We just laughed at the situation because we will probably not experience it ever again.
Oh, don't say that.
Yeah,
right.
Just like, wait till next Saturday. Good. It's gonna be terrible.
Yeah,
It's an exceptionally consistent climate that is completely predictable.
I'm sitting here surprised how many places get snowed in. So, are those the vegan Swedish meatballs, or are those just straight up Swedish meatballs?
Hard to say for sure.
They look very
I
meaty.
googled IKEA food, and this was the first picture.
There's some meaty balls on that plate. So
What's up?
very meaty balls. That cake looks pretty good too.
Magic.
Oh, look at
Pie, cake pie. Are you rubbing the balls? What are you doing?
You know what they say about a big deck.
Oh. No, what did I say about a big deck?
She just doomed us to
Lots of
IKEA
meatballs?
sleepovers in this climate change era. So, yeah, probably. All right, it's time for community games. This is where we go over and try to work together to win something. For this edition of community games,
Don't let the person hanging from the balloons fall into the monster's
if you've
mouth.
never played this before, we are going to guess letters to try to solve words, and if we pop too many balloons, and our good friend falls into the monster's mouth, and that would be sad. However, it happens quite often, including last time, because we are starting this game with 0 letters. 0 letters, or excuse me, 0 balloons. We have also 0 letters, but you know that's how the game always is. If you would like to know what the official record is for this game, the best we have ever done, Bob.
To see the record for the most balloons banked in Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth, remember to type the easy-to-remember acronym, exclamation point, DLTPFFTBFITMMREC.
There you go. That's all you have to do to make it happen.
Easy.
So we have 29 seconds, then we can start guessing letters. Mike, Down says guess the letter D. Thank you, Down.
Technically, the clock hadn't started, so. I mean.
C from Lady K. This is opposites, if you can't see, by the way.
So Kalaf swung with the right and left
Oh my
to
gosh.
start it out.
Incorrect, but that was a good guess because it got 2 R's on the board.
Incorrect.
All right. Quiet also guessed D to save us from where Mike was going. So,
Oh, wow. Okay.
yeah, exactly. All right. Wallstormer, do you have a guess?
Let's go with an N.
Oh, I think Lady K might have it because that N hit R.
Oh, yep.
Yep.
Lady K is cracked.
Lady K is cracked. Nice work.
Nice.
Correct.
All right, we banked 5 balloons. We move on to animals. Animals on your screen.
Aardvark.
I'll take Muppets for
Mashed potatoes.
800, Alex.
Travel day.
That's not how this works. It's probably Shaq. Now that I think about it, it's probably Shaq.
Shaq.
So, going Anaconda. Okay. Crocodile from Caleb. We'll guess both of those.
Not one unless you got buns on.
Gabe Pride would like to solve the puzzle, please. It's a different game. But you can if you know
I don't
it.
think. Yeah, that doesn't fit, Gabe. Too many letters.
I do like how quiet went. Lions. Nailed it. Gabe was wrong. Nice try, though.
For phrases, though. We'll put that in there.
That would be great if in Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth, there was a Wheel of Fortune, not Wheel of the Fortune, that's a different thing. Wheel of Fortune phrase. Wheel of the Fortune.
Wheel of Misfortune.
All right, host can guess if you're so inclined. The R did hit from KJ, so.
It's definitely Shaq.
Thought I was close.
D.
D. The N hit from Lady K.
There
Oh.
we go.
Do you know it?
Orangutan.
Right,
Yeah, there you go.
Mm.
Kyle and I are on the same page.
Nice.
I have to look on how to actually
G.
spell this so I don't screw it up. There we go. Did it.
Like that
Or-
one time that
orang.
you ruined it.
Yes.
I've never lost
Oh.
this a game of Don't Let the Person Floating
No,
from the Balloons
never.
Yeah, never.
Oh no.
Yeah. Words are tough sometimes.
Famous people.
Jag.
Shaq.
Charles Manson. Oh, that could fit.
Michael
Wow,
Jordan was the guest
actually
from Quiet.
good.
Oh
Nope,
my gosh.
sorry.
Quiet.
Oh,
No
oh.
way.
Wait.
What?
Wait.
Okay. Part of it was
Wait.
correct.
Oh, okay.
Part of it was correct.
Oh, okay.
Michael
Would've
Jahel
been
Warden.
Would have been way better.
It's the swimmy guy. Someone read it because it's technically can't guess yet.
Yep.
There you go. Thank you, Quiet.
There you go.
Technically can't guess yet. Mike and Sean are like. All right, this puzzle is very exciting because you all get to just talk amongst yourselves for a second. Hefty will be right back.
After you gotta poop.
Yeah, sometimes that happens.
Ooh, don't run through the wall. Don't go through the.
Careful.
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 I still gotta get a screen. I feel like sometimes it would be helpful to have a screen. But, yeah.
I like your backdrop though.
Thank you.
It is. Your backdrop is really cool.
I made some choices I'm happy with. I sometimes think about moving the Daft Punk poster so that it's more prominent.
Yeah, you never get to see it.
Yeah, because it's always like, I'm always in the way. But
Well, then if you move, you block the Celeste poster now, so it's like.
Which is exactly. There's good stuff over here.
You gotta have. I think
I don't think actually.
You gotta work on being transparent, and then we can see more.
That's it. If I could chroma key myself, that would be.
Have you tried buying like a green suit?
Yeah, so just the green man. Yeah.
Just have your face out so that you know who it is.
But thank you, Dungeon Master, KJ. It's been great being here. I would not wake up at 6 o'clock for very many situations, but this is one of them.
Me neither. And now I do it Monday through Friday.
I feel so bad. But it's a great show. It's a great community. I can see why you'd take the time and be excited to wake up for this group of folks at 6. Again, I will not be doing it for IntelliGame on a regular basis. This is not my idea of a good time. Starting at 9 is early enough. Like, I have multiple times like been like, it's 8:45. We're gonna go stream now. Like, yep, we're starting the stream, and my camera is off for the first 30 minutes so that my eyes can be fully open before I turn on the camera.
Did we win?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, hit me. Rapid fire letters. Let's go.
Q. Z. X.
This is working out so well.
Stop hitting those letters.
STOP. Okay.
N.
We lost. All right. Thank you so much for being here on this edition of Gaming Morning Show. 8:29. Crushed it. All right, 16 balloons is what we finished with. That is a record Wallstormers here. So there you go. What a win.
Nice.
Wallstormer's the host of IntelliGame. Wallstormer has to leave as well. Please check out the next IntelliGame stream tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Pacific time. It was a blast to have you here, Josh, and we will definitely have you again. And everyone follow IntelliGame over there at twitch.tv/IntelliGame. Thanks so much.
Awesome. Thanks for having me. It was great to see you. And looking forward to next time.
All right, sounds good. All right, Josh is taking off. Right. Mike, Sean, and Hefty will take you the rest of the way this morning. It should be a lot of fun. Thank you so much for being here on this edition of Gaming Morning Show. It's now 8:29 West Coast time, 11:29 out east, now 4:30 for those watching in the UK. I am a piano. Was that True Detective? Oh, it was Detective. That was the answer.
It was close.
Okay.
It was real close.
Well, it was the answer, which was true, was Detective.
It truly was Detective.
Yep.
Gotcha.
True. All right. Coming up, we will have takeaways that were pretty okay. Clip of the day and the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming Renews. Sean, though, is subtly reminding me that we missed something in the 7 o'clock hour, and that is to find out on this December 3rd, 2021, what the beer of the day is. And so, as we do, it's time for the beer of the day. Beer of the day. Hey, look. It's the beer of the day.
Toot, toot, toot.
I like how there's that sound
December
when you
3rd.
open the box. It sounds like it's a sound file. It's great.
They're pretty like sturdy cardboard boxes. They make a good sound. All right, so today we have Bellhaven Brewery. I think it's just called Wee Heavy Rich Scottish Ale.
We heavy.
Wee
like
heavy.
like WWE. So it's just a wee heavy ale.
Just a wee heavy. But it has this it says 90 and then whatever the symbol's supposed to be. But then it's also down here, so it might be a symbol for weight. I don't know. But wee heavy. Bellhaven Wee Heavy is a classic Scotch ale, showcasing the wonderful malted barley native to East Lothian. A rich, dense, complex beer with notes of dried fruit and candied peel. It's like Christmas cake in a glass.
I mean, that sounds delightful.
It sounds fantastic.
Did you share the story of Beer 1 from yesterday?
No, I did not.
So what was it? K-Laugh's been making notes for us. It was the Delirium Noel. Okay. And so we opened this up. Beautiful bottle. Had like a cream color on the base and then like had a red barrel. Not a barrel, I guess would be the base. Like red spout. But it was a beautiful bottle. We opened that bad boy up. It was 10% ABV. And then what happened?
PPV. So we share them, and so we usually open them up, and then we pour half of it into a glass, and I usually have the glass, and Ryan finishes off the bottle. And so we did that. We opened it and poured it into a glass, and I had a drink. I was like, oh, this is so smooth and caramely and delicious. And then Ryan had a drink. He goes, turns out it needed to be swirled and shaken a little bit more than we did.
Whoops.
My half was delicious.
I was taking shots. So
what do we want to do with? No, it was delicious. Both halves, very different experience with, but both delicious. What do we want to do with weekends? Do we want to do a Saturdays on Friday? Do we want to do all three on Mondays?
I think we should definitely do Saturdays today. Do you have it there in handy? It's time for the beer of tomorrow. The beer of tomorrow. Hey, look. It's the beer of tomorrow.
Toot toot.
That sounds so good.
Oh, we got something special. We got our first can.
Yahoo! It was put there by a man at a factory downtown.
It's a New Spring Brewing. Maybe it's beer.
Oh no. Uh-oh. Maybe it's poop.
Maybe it's beer. It's a dessert
sorry,
style sour ale with strawberry, blueberry, blackberry, cherry, pear, coconut, and lactose.
Ooh.
Sounds so yummy.
I didn't need to know about the lactose.
And lactose.
Sorry,
and that is the description. So yeah, maybe it's beer.
I would like to know, though, this is actually very exciting. We should write them and say, hey, did you start to make this beer? And then you got done with what you thought it would taste like, and then you like took a swig or a sample of what it actually tastes like, and you're like, ooh, it's not as good as we thought. Maybe it's beer? And that's what they named it.
Maybe it's beer.
Yeah. Hofbrew, hashtag beer expert, says, wee heavy is a style of beer.
I knew that.
Wee heavy.
Just a wee little heavy. New Spring is also Chef's Kiss, it appears. So, yeah.
Maybe it's beer.
Maybe. K-Laugh, head of research and development, says lactose is a common sweetener. Nice of them to put it in the label. Lactose intolerant people often get those nasty surprises after drinking those beers.
Oh.
Maybe she's born with it.
Maybe it's lactose.
Maybe it's beer.
Nope. There wasn't a golf-related thing. I'm not clapping.
Golf.
Hello?
Yeah, it's golf.
Nope.
Calling. Golf.
Hello? Tiger Woods?
K-Laugh. Golf.
K-Laugh? Did you... What? Sorry, hop through my body only, so whatever that skin action it sounds like.
It sounds like clapping. It's 8:36. All right, we got another Deer story coming your way shortly. Also, we will have Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming Renews in just a little bit as well.
Hello, FHC.
I was going to see members of the FHC Teleporting Army has checked in for the final hour crew. Good morning to you, Teleporting Army. Also, Chrissy Icky checking in with the FHC, so it is good to see you this morning as well.
Yicky.
Our question of the day has to do with hugs. Do you like warm hugs? And if so, how would you like them? Warm style hugs. Gotcha.
Warmly. It's nice.
Yeah. So we are asking about that because, pandemic's still going on. So are you like walking up being like, hey, want a hug? I like hugs, right? Not to be confused with like boots. Those are Uggs.
Or cats. Sorry, what?
Boots and cats and 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 boots and cats. Hofbrew does have a good point. As opposed to cold hugs, I think cold hugs are fine.
Like cold brew?
Well, it's like leads and sales. So like a cold lead is someone who doesn't know you. So like a cold hug, you would just hug somebody out of the blue. Whereas like a warm hug would be like you kind of know them, but they haven't actually worked with you before.
Then a hot hug?
It's someone who's a repeat hugger.
Oh.
You've worked with them before, so like if you're
with them before.
What if you don't remember that you worked with them before?
So the first time you hug Sean, it'll be a cold hug.
Like a lukewarm hug,
right? KJ says, I would like my warm hugs with consent. Yes, always consensual hugging. Yes,
wow.
Absolutely.
That was a
Costco Pizza.
That was a goal.
What a great name.
What?
The person who scored is Costco Pizza.
Oh my god, Chris, is that you?
Costco Pizza is great. It's universally known as great.
No, it's incredible. It is.
I think this person actually ups their username number with every Costco Pizza they've consumed.
Oh, I missed.
And I will forever believe that.
These people, they just want to score off that bounce.
Angle.
Jeez.
I couldn't even get in position fast enough.
Hacks. I mean, technically, I scored off that angle, so. Technically. Hotbrew says, I'm going to hot hug Ryan and Sean on Sunday.
Ready.
Let's go.
I never knew
Ryan's not starting
Nutella
again.
was so erotic.
Get a jumper cables.
This person knows my Friday lunch order, says Chris M.E. Yep. They actually call it Chris M.E. 1672. It's the end of Chris's membership number at Costco. So, Quiet M Gaming. I mean, it does have the word nut in it.
Yep. What does?
I don't know. I'm scanning.
Yeah. Can we get context for that?
Was Quiet? Did Quiet have something sitting in his like chat inputter, and just hadn't
From,
enter
20
yet?
minutes ago?
Yeah. Oh, Bob did say.
I never knew Nutella was so erotic.
Gotcha. Yeah. Eat us, not you. We're good. All right, have a good back to work, Hofbrew. And happy sub-anniversary this week.
Hofbrew, other than Chris and me, is probably the person in our little community here I think of most often. And that's just because this sick, amazing Timbers jersey is hanging on the wall behind me.
Because when you
by the way, tomorrow, the Timbers play RSL, Real Salt Lake, in the Western Conference Finals.
So I am helping a friend out and forgoing my normal plans so that they can attend the Western Conference Championship.
Nice. Wait, they're going to Salt Lake City?
No, it's in Portland.
Is it?
I hope so.
Is this a
Otherwise, I
two-legger?
got duped.
I gotta look at it. I'm pretty sure it would. Yeah. That's because they changed the rules. Never mind. They used to have this stupid home and away thing.
I am a piano said, funnier when you don't know, when we were trying to figure out what the hell Quiet was talking about.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
And again, thanks I am a piano, Dunkbot, and everyone who came over from the IntelliGame community. It's great to see you on Gaming Morning Show. We are here Monday through
Nice.
Friday, 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific
Oh.
time. And you can find us on
Not as
Facebook
nice.
Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and at gamingmorningshow.tv.
Better. Wee.
Quiet goes,
talked
it's
all over
actually
Ryan, sorry."
Real. That sounds so silly for a city of a bunch of white. They're not all that. I mean, it's
Overwhelmingly. But yeah, it's Real Salt Lake. That's when MLS started going through their whole like, we should make teams sound more European. So like that's why I love the Timbers, because they're still the Timbers, right? But now like you have Nashville that came into the league last year with a really awesome name, Nashville SC. And then you have next year, or since when Cincinnati came in the league, they were FC Cincinnati. It's real original. And then you have Chattanooga coming in next year, which is Chattanooga FC or SC. And then last year you also had Austin come in as Austin FC. So yeah, they're getting real
Man.
good with it.
They're getting Real.
It's time for some Real talk.
I do think though the Pacific Northwest is still regarded as probably the best part of the MLS, right?
Oh yeah, oh absolutely.
So you have the Sounders,
Even with the Flounders, it's fine.
you have the Whitecaps, and you have the Timbers. So original
Yep.
names.
The Cascadia.
Pretty good.
K-Laugh says, so silly.
Oh.
Rochester Rhinos rebranded to Rochester, New York FC as well. Soulless.
It's stupid because you're not as good of a league as anything European. Like the European third league anywhere is much better than MLS, just because MLS is run by a bunch of well, Don Garber, who's the commissioner, is a giant douche mark. And there's no parity in the league. It's just
They're German currency? I'm so confused.
yep, he sure is. He's German currency.
Nice, Mike.
But yeah.
Yeah, I have so many questions, says KJ. Chris goes, I'm always going to be an LA Galaxy fan. Because the Galaxy were the original LA team, right? And then they added FC or something like that, LAFC.
LAFC. Yep. They went with the original nickname there again. LAFC.
All right, would you rather
Yeah,
be
the
the
Galaxy
Cleveland
is-
Guardians or Cincinnati or FC Cincinnati?
The Cleveland Guardians any day of the week. That's an awesome name. I've actually ordered some Guardians gear, partially because I work in guardianship. So it's going to be cool to wear a shirt that says Guardians as I'm guardianing.
Sounds like you said gardening.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Growing some cilantro.
I garden old people.
Getting some carrots. It'll be all good. It's 8:44 West Coast time now, 11:44 out east. It is 4:44 that's watching GMS in the afternoon. Coming up on the 6th of December, it is the return of GMS Plays. We have a whole bunch of GMS Plays content scheduled for the month of December and beyond, but specifically, what's happening on the 6th of December, Sports.Gaming?
Well, a couple days ago, a big Minecraft update came out.
Big.
So we're gonna start GMS Plays Minecraft Season 2. And we left off on kind of a cliffhanger. We had just found the end portal and loaded it up with ender eyes, and so we can go to the end, or we can explore around in the new update stuff. So we'll stay tuned. We'll have to see what happens.
Okay. Yeah, and be sure to, if you haven't already, go to our YouTube channel and subscribe, because we will likely, in the next at least 60 days, have some exclusive YouTube content for you as well. So please go to youtube.com/gamingmorningshow, click the subscribe button, and we will see you there as well soon. Chris M.E. Yeah, I didn't really jump on the LAFC bandwagon. I mean, I think that makes sense, though, when you've already been in LA and there's already a team. But the one thing that's fun about when a new team shows up, and if you don't have an allegiance, like, you can kind of get in on the ground floor. And when we were in Portland working together, that was during the Timbers transition into MLS, and I was like, well, that'd be kind of fun. But then I left Portland. Otherwise, I would have gotten season tickets and a whole bunch of stuff, but I got a new job. So, yeah, would have been fun.
There's a lot of like nonsense going on right now, and I don't know why. But people saying like they're not going to renew season tickets, but I'm pretty sure they're on like an 8,000 person wait list. So I mean, it's still going to take you a little while to get season tickets. I think they've sold out every game since they've entered MLS.
KJ said, I have so many questions. I really try to understand sports, but they really make it so hard. All you need to know, KJ, is every soccer team in the United States is nicknamed the football club.
Yeah. Or a soccer club if they want to be like, oh, we're going to try to appeal to Americans.
All right. Let's wrap up this edition of the show. We'll start with the story from UPI's Ben Hooper. Deer Gang Watch 2021 continues. The deer are mischievous. Mischievous. What's going on?
Doing terrible, terrible things. What are they doing, you might ask? Well, a deer broke into an orthopedics company's facility in Minnesota and ran loose with a moose through the building before being safely ejected. Twin Cities Orthopedics said the deer made its way into the company's facility in Stillwater and was caught on security cameras running loose through the building. The video, which the company shared on Facebook, shows the deer vaulting over desks and running through hallways, doing parkour, and a large room with exercise machines in its search for an exit. Luckily, he's in great shape and was returned safe and sound and ready for the holidays, the Post said. Yeah, kind of humor. That's pretty funny, though, right? You're like running around. There's a deer just running through your building, like smashing things, you know? Smash, smash! Oh, dear.
Speaking of which, our Billy Thundergun,
Teammate of the Match Award,
which is given to somebody or some people in chat, is going to go to I Am a Piano today because jumped in with a Deer Crimes Give Me Oxytocin. Yes, my kind of deer. And then wrote us the new open to our deer version of Law and Order in the deer justice system. The deer are represented by two separate yet equally important groups. The journalists who investigate their crimes and the gaming morning shows who laugh about their antics. These are their stories. So congratulations, a debut appearance. I Am a Piano, Billy Thundergun, teammate of the match today for December 3rd, 2021. Yeah. 8:48, it is Let's Hug Day. This was founded in 1986 by Kevin Zaborny.
Eubanks?
Zaborny or Zabroni. No, it says Zaborny. It's S-A-Z-A, B-O-R-N-E-Y. That's Zaborny, yeah. First National Hugging Day to encourage people to show affection to each other in public. Let's Hug Day on December 3rd celebrates the warmth and comfort of a hug. This is from nationaltoday.com. Hugs are very versatile. Many of us hug when we wish to share our happiness with friends and family. At the same time, hugs are a staple when we are feeling low and need someone to just hold and console us. Hugs are also the perfect reconciliatory gesture when you want to make up with someone after a fight. Scientifically, hugs are known to release good hormones that can help lower your blood pressure and stress levels. Hugs also release the happy hormone called oxytocin.
Never heard of it.
Wow.
Reduce cortisol, which is the stress hormone. Hugs can also help regulate blood pressure, heartbeats, depression, anxiety, and frustration. So, there you go.
Nice.
We learned a lot about hugs today. Not Uggs. Hugs. There you go. All right.
Hugs.
It's now 8:50. Let's get the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming Renews, and then we'll send you over to Clip of the Day and our takeaways that were pretty okay on this edition of Gaming Morning Show. Hope everyone is looking forward to the weekend. Meaningful Denver Broncos football in December, so get ready for it. Sunday night on NBC. Hashtag Video Game Expert Show.
Good morning. It's still Friday, December 3rd, 2021, and this is your Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming Renews. Our first news story of the day, we talked about Respawn's Vince Zampella, who has been in charge of some Apex Legends shenanigans. He's moving over to become head of Battlefield amidst a lot of franchise changes and the creation of the Battlefield universe. So we'll see if he can do some of his magic over there. He has been described by EA COO Laura Miele as one of the most influential and talented individuals in entertainment. He's going to a franchise that is ready to be unleashed into a modern era of gaming. So we'll check that out. In our next news story, Paper Mario is coming to Nintendo Switch Online. If you got the added benefit of getting Nintendo 64 games on Switch Online, there's an added charge. I don't remember what it is. You can now play Paper Mario. Well, soon you can play Paper Mario in a week.
Not today.
Not today. Next Friday.
Sorry,
and it
suckers.
joins other hits such as Super Mario 64, Star Fox 64, and Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. Coming
Ocarina.
next spring, we're getting a sequel to PlayStation VR's very adorable hit game Moss, in Moss Book 2. Ryan's still recovering.
That was great, though.
So Moss Book 2 coming out on PlayStation VR in the spring. No specific date to my knowledge. Out today, we had some highlights such as Big Brain Academy, Brain versus Brain, out on Switch. And Lost, Find, out on PC. Lost, Find. But Name of the Morning went to Happy's Humble Burger Farm, out on PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, Xbox One, and PC.
Nice. I'm a Piano. Are you still here? Because I asked Josh for a raid recommendation. I even went through, I thought on like some Twitch channels, there's like, this channel recommends other channels, right? So I was going to see if there's anyone live from the IntelliGame community. So if I Am a Piano is here,
Doesn't come up, right?
I'm going to have you give us a raid recommendation on Twitch if you can. Otherwise, we'll send you somewhere else. That is your Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming Renews. If you missed any of it, you can find it on our Twitter. All you have to do is just search the well-known,
Hashtag GMS Morning Gaming News.
the hashtags.
Hashtag GMS Name of the Morning.
That's all you have to do. And once you do that, bada bing, bada boom. Brendan, yeah, if we don't have I Am a Piano, would definitely take a raid recommendation from you. We rated Emma as a sync the other day, right? Actually, I think Calaf tracks these things. Anyway, we'll figure it out while we play the clip of the day. The clip of the day. Here it is. It's the clip of the day.
Well, it's definitely one of two varieties. It's either the peanut M&Ms or the peanut butter M&Ms. Now, if they could combine those two, that hands down would be my favorite. I kind of like the Crunch Bar looking ones. You know, I don't know what those are called. Cookies
like
and cream. Ugh, disgusting. And I don't like the salted caramel ones either.
Okay.
Traditional ones, I'd rather just eat Skittles. But okay, I'm going to make a decision. I'm going to say peanut butter.
Peanut butter M&Ms. Okay. So Bob wants peanut butter.
Oh, and if you meant color, green, I guess.
Green. Can anyone get a bowl of green peanut butter M&Ms for Bob, please?
That's a very specific request. That's you got to be like, rock star musician.
That sounds like a contract writer, doesn't it?
Exactly.
Well, happy birthday to Bob. It's your birthday song. It isn't very long.
Toot toot.
All right. We'll send that to Bob. There you go. Clip of the day celebrating Bob's birthday. Not Bob's Burgers, but Bob's birthday.
Is Bob gonna have burgers on his birthday?
Yeah, how do you know that Bob's not having burgers?
Bob's having birthday burgers. Something like that. Also, to KJ's mom, 70th birthday this weekend, correct?
Oh, that's right.
Right?
I think we're all invited. So
Upward
you can just
inflection?
go.
Right?
Yeah.
So, happy birthday to your mom.
Birthday, Mom.
KJ's
Mom Meowster.
is having a
No.
birthday. It's this
Going on.
weekend.
KJ's mom has got it going on. She's turning 70 and she's waited for so long. Mama, can't you see? You're still the mom for me. I know it won't be long because it's your birthday this weekend.
And we'll do this all again on Tuesday because that's the actual day of the birthday,
Dang it.
says KJ. The big birthday bash, though, is this weekend. So, there you go. All right, please go give a follow to Emma is a Sync because Emma is doing body art, and her body art is incredible, according to some very reliable sources. We are going to send you over to Sam Jam FX, Sam channel playing Dead by Daylight, and actually makes Dead by Daylight killer masks. Wow, that's cool.
Why aren't we going to the honeybee hangout?
I'm not hugging any bees.
You got to get the oxytocin.
He can't see
out
without
there.
his glasses. He needs his glasses.
Only one way to get oxytocin, and that's to hug the bees. Just saying.
So gross. Happy birthday to Anna Chlumsky.
Sure.
All right. So anyway, please say good morning from GMS over to Sam Jam, and thank you for the raid recommendation. All right. What did we learn from today's show? What is something that you took away from today? Let us know into the chat. We'll start with Look, it's Michael.
I learned today that you saw the movie Uncle Buck. I was going to add that to the list.
True story.
It's impressive.
True story. Sean, what did you learn today?
My takeaway is that Ape Escape became the first video game in history to require the use of dual analog sticks.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Any other
I thought
take?
those were terrible when they came out.
I did like how you did say the thing about you didn't think it would take off. The whole joystick.
This
thing.
is the worst. You need to use you just need to use the directional pad. Who's gonna use this little thummy knob?
Mm-hmm.
Me.
I learned that Papyrus Mario is coming back to a Nintendo Switch because it's a classic now. So instead of Paper Mario, it's Papyrus Mario. Also, Doom Patrol. Go, 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 go. Watch Doom Patrol. It's on HBO Max. Okay, there you go. All right, big thanks again to Wallstormer for joining us for the show. Please follow IntelliGame if you aren't already. Be sure to watch tomorrow morning for the next stream. We are sending over to Sam Jam FX. It's a mature audience's stream, and we will be back on Monday for more Gaming Morning Show on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and at gamingmorningshow.tv. Congratulations, Superphonic, on your new job. Hope it didn't break your current manager's heart. I'm a Piano Dunkbot. Thank you for the follows on Twitch. Kajito, thank you for the raid. For Mike, for Sean, for Austin, I am Hefty Goof. We'll see you again. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, gamingmorningshow.tv.